I am very professional, Cabbage. You fucking prick.
Yeah.
Do
Welcome to the
not
Red
lie
Eye.
to the audience.
Welcome to the Red Eye stream number 160. A stream of bullshit. That's right. We're not doing a stream of consciousness. We're just gonna talk some shite. So of course we have Cabbage here. If you're gonna talk shit,
low blow,
That's
low
not fair at all.
blow. That's
That was
low.
brilliant.
That is not fair at all.
I mean, it was very well done, but it was low.
I'm not saying it's a lie. I'm just saying it wasn't fair.
Which is why
I
it
got sidelined. I got back.
what? Aren't we gonna go play some rounders?
Well, I don't know. You will. You will. You and your perpetual fucking girly games.
Oh my god. Dude, soccer is a girl's sport, not baseball.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So we agree soccer sucks. Okay, as long as
No,
we're
I agree with you. Absolutely, I told you.
Soccer is pretty fucking intense, though, man. Have you ever tried to run for 45 minutes straight, dude? Good luck.
No, I smoke too many cigarettes. I can't do that.
I don't even think I could run for 45 seconds straight. So
You just like staying conscious for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you even get laid, lol? Like
very funny.
No.
The same way you do, but thankfully I don't have 6 kids.
Yeah, well, just because your shit doesn't shoot straight, don't lay that on me.
At least it shows he's getting some exercise, doesn't it?
Right, I'm not upset by that at all, though. So it's all good.
God damn it. Okay, so we did have somewhat of a topic today. You wanted to talk about the 27 Club, right?
Well, not necessarily the 27 Club, but just the the sheer amount of rock stars that died. I mean, like fame seems to, there's a lot of baggage that comes with fame, and I don't think a lot of people can take it, dude.
Ask PewDiePie how being famous is. I mean, it's not all it's cracked up to be, right?
And then maybe we can find some weird ones that are just fucking what? Like how the fuck did that happen, kind of thing.
Well, no, I did bring up the lead singer from Drowning Pool when we were talking in Discord. I mean, wasn't that the most ironic death ever? I mean, you're the lead singer of fucking Drowning Pool, and you fucking drown in a pool of your own puke. I mean, that's pretty ironic.
You have to explain that to Alanis Morissette.
Hey, you don't have to explain shit to her. She is gone. God damn it!
I mean, I'm reading this article, right? And I didn't realize the number was so high, dude.
You don't know how to read.
I do. That's one of the
stop
things
pretending.
That's one of the good things I'm good at. But it says there's 25 rock stars.
Wait a minute, what? That's one of the good things I'm good at. That was
good at.
I didn't say I'm good at talking.
That was lyrical. That was.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, but did you realize that there's actually 25 members of the 27 Club?
Yeah.
Wait,
so there's only 2 more to go to complete the set. So you only need 2 more, and you can complete the set.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Only 2 more.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're pop stars.
Oh God, right? Please, Justin Bieber. you join them next. God. Please.
Yeah, but that's going to be a weak card in the set, don't you? When you play in the 27 card game.
Yeah, that's when you open up the pack and you're like, son of a bitch, another Bieber.
Hey, you want to hear something funny?
With your stick of gum.
This morning, Good Vibrations kind of popped into my head, and I was thinking, the melody to it, and then like the idea came to me to change the lyrics, and it was I dig the beautiful clothes you wear. Instead of that, I was like, I like the tattered woolen robes you wear, and I like the way the lights jump in your hair.
Oh.
And then it was like something about my Lord gives me exaltation.
Well, no.
Looking forward.
So what's the better song? Good Vibrations or Californication? Which one is the better song?
You're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but fucking Good Vibrations, dude.
I'm going with Californication. Yeah,
Okay.
I disagree.
What about you?
Yeah.
Savage?
I really couldn't give a shite about either of them. I didn't like. I'm just not into the Beach Boys. I think it's just
Okay, first off,
fucking-
Californication is not by the Beach Boys. But
well, whoever, you know. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's a rip-off of California Girls.
They
or
are
something,
from the
isn't it?
same area, but just not the same band.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. Doesn't bother. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit.
Who's the rock star that you miss the most out of people dying? Rock stars.
Oh, the one. Well, I'd say the ones that went. I would say I was really a big fan of Jim Morrison. I really was. You know, it was it was pretty formative when I was like in my what was it? You know, like 17, 18. I was, but I also Bob Marley. But I'm not sure if he falls into that club.
Oh, sure. I mean, you don't have to be in the club. I just meant.
You guys are gonna hate me. You guys are gonna hate me on this one. I fucking hate reggae, and I fucking hate Bob Marley. Like,
yeah, but the thing was, because I went through the blues.
I will get to reggae. The closest I'll get is fucking Sublime. That's the closest you're gonna get.
That's more ska, but okay.
Yeah, you see, but that's the thing. You see, that's how I kind of got into this. Was when the ska movement happened, and I started looking into it, and I found out, you know, that it all came from the blues and the Doors, and you know, that's how that got me into the Doors, and you know, the whole kind of evolution of the music, and that's why I started to appreciate a lot of reggae. Not just Bob Marley, though. You know, things like Yellow Man and you know, plenty of other groups. And then I got into the ska scene was big in the UK.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so and I suppose I am more. Yeah, I suppose I'm more into the ska style of reggae than I am into the sort of the I Shot the Sheriff stuff. Yeah,
right.
I Shot the Sheriff. I like that song.
I seen a documentary, and like I was very surprised at just how big of an impact the UK really has on modern music today. I mean, without the UK, we wouldn't have metal as we know it. We wouldn't have, I mean, ska, punk. All kinds. I mean, like, amazing. There's so many amazing
trends.
Yeah, so many amazing.
Will you stop inflating Cabbage's ego already?
No, I'm just
saying,
saying.
they already have the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. Okay, like
it's not my ego. It's just the country's
Cream, Yardbirds, Queen. There's all kinds of good bands.
Oh, but they don't have nothing like Skinner. They don't have any of that good stuff.
They don't have nothing like Skinner.
Please, are you shitting me?
Well,
they have bands that are comparable to Skinner. Just not
like who?
Rock.
Like who? Give me one. Give me two.
A band that's as talented as Skinner. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for. Queen. They're gay. Fuck you.
That doesn't matter. They're still.
Yeah, but nobody knew it at the time. Nobody knew it at the time. There's all those fucking guys going out there in leather.
All right.
They're all out there in leather, and they're all fucking shouting at, you know, and then suddenly it turns out Eddie, you know, that Freddie Mercury's a Queen.
Led Zeppelin?
The clue is in the name.
Okay, Cabby.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Exactly.
My brother-in-law is helping you out. He brought up Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, I can grant you Ozzy.
Black Sabbath. I mean, like you said, Led Zeppelin. You've got Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Come on, one of the finest.
Yeah. Okay. What about Metallica? How about Guns N' Roses? How about
Okay. How about
Britain? There wouldn't have been them.
What about Zakk Wylde?
Zakk Wylde's a bad fucking guitarist.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, I mean, but don't forget, we are just the equivalent of one little state. So if you could tell me that all of those bands that you're mentioning from America all came from one little state, then then I actually recognize it. But it's not. Right. This is one little place that created all of that stuff. And it's,
and all I'm saying is, without Britain, we wouldn't have modern music as we know it today.
Why are you on his side here? Like, what the fuck?
Why would you want to be against it? It's about creativity. It's got nothing to do with competition. It's about building. It's about developing. Because that's exactly how it worked, mate. When the Beatles and when the Rolling Stones went over.
Well, in the chat, Tiger Lily's asking, is Ozzy gay? No, Ozzy's not gay.
No.
We were talking about Queen. The lead singer from Queen was gay. So.
He probably doesn't remember if he was anyway. So
wait. I thought we were just listing off great artists.
Yeah, we can do
that.
No,
it was meant to be like America.
Yeah, this is America versus Britain. Damn it! Like
Zakk Wylde's American.
Yeah, he is. He's
but the
great.
reason
I'm not saying that American musicians aren't great. All I'm saying.
No, like I said. What was the first one I recommended? Like I said, that influenced me when I was a kid. It was The Doors, right? And it wasn't because it was an American. It was because it was fucking great music. When you heard the, the white, all of the white label stuff. That's what I used to go for.
Music, no matter where it comes from.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying that.
Well, if it's British, then fuck it. Like,
no way, dude. There's a lot of great British fans.
Ignorant. You see, but that's the reason you see, because
when
the Rolling Stones, right? The Rolling Stones went over to the States and they were touring around, and that's when they got introduced to things like, because music we'd never been exposed to before as British people, like bluegrass and a lot of the real hardcore blues.
This woman is
jazz,
thin, but she's beautiful, as in she's Finnish.
No, I just thought about that. What about Johnny fucking Cash? How about Johnny Cash?
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Waylon Jennings. I mean, you guys don't have anything like that. Come on now.
No, exactly, we don't. But that's what I'm saying. That's what they brought back.
I'm talking about.
This is what I'm explaining to you.
You think I'm saying British is better than America? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that without the British influences in the first place, they made a lot of the modern music we have. Like punk came from Britain, ska came from Britain. The kind of metal that's considered metal came from Britain. I mean,
fair enough. I like some good Irish music. Flogging Molly, Dropkick Murphy, stuff like that. That's some good shit. But is that British or is that Irish?
No, it's Irish. I mean, no, that's specifically cultural. Yeah. It's definitely theirs, but it's great. I love it. I really do.
Yeah. Are they Northern Irish or are they from the Republic of Ireland?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know, but it's still good music. I mean, it's fun, and the thing is, it's really upbeat, and it just get that's the great thing with Irish music.
That is.
The thing is,
about it, especially when it comes to Flogging Molly. They put out some good fucking
I like
music.
how they mixed traditional Irish folk music with punk. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, I like there's another band called Afro Celtic Sound System. You might want to look them up, and that's like a fusion of a sort of an African theme, but with Irish folk. It's really quite weird. It doesn't sound like it'd work, but they make it work. It's weird. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things.
How exactly?
It's like trying to stick a square peg in a round hole. It's like it's not going to work, but somehow it does.
Tiger Lily.
Oh, go ahead.
Tiger Lily says, "I'm pansexual with music. If it passes the goosebump test, it's good to me."
Amen, Tiger. Amen. That's exactly right.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's pretty funny, actually. The Voice of One calls us weirdos, and we're talking about fucking Irish music. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I think that was aimed towards Tiger Lily pansexual.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but sorry, anyway, right? No, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying about when the Rolling Stones went over to the US, right? They went out and they found all of this new material that an exposure to stuff they've never known before, and they absorbed it and they took it back, but they obviously had to, they interpreted it in their own way. So they saw the blues, they saw the jazz, they saw the the bluegrass music that was going on, and then because you can see the evolution. It comes directly after the when they did their first American tour, and the same thing with the Beatles. When you look at how the Beatles changed, right? They developed their reputation in the UK, and they managed to get some coverage in the US. But when they came back, and the same thing when they went to India, and then they got into all the fucking sitars and stuff. you know, but you can see the actual influences which are building up in the music, which then gets fed back over to you guys, and then you'll develop it, and then it'll come back over here. Well, actually, no, now because everyone's got access to everything. You know, but...
Okay, I have a question. Then, guys. What is the quintessential American music? Would it be blues or would it be country?
I would say probably country and western is the actual quintessential American music.
Fucking hell, I hope not.
No, I'm just saying if it for truly American only music, it's country and western. Like, you know, there's nothing like it anywhere else in the world.
But what about the blues? The blues started, you know, the rock and roll movement.
No,
that's how
but the but the blues was originated in the cotton fields and, you know, in the slave plantations and things. So that's not. I mean, unless you want to claim that unless you're black. Are you black? Are you black? You're hiding behind some kind of cover here. Is that what you're saying?
Okay. I am not BB King, if that's what you're fucking asking me.
Yeah,
more like the Blues Brothers.
You're a black nationalist. I knew it. You're a fucking black nationalist.
I'm more like Elwood. No, okay. So let's talk a little bit about the Blues Brothers. All right.
Okay.
So that pretty much came from a joke on Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where that started.
No, the title came from that, but they were already working on a script, and the guy he couldn't think of a title for it, and then Blues Brothers got suggested on the SNL, you know, in the SNL crew.
Oh, memes!
But it was already being worked on.
Memes, you're in the chat? What the fuck, dude? Click the link in Discord and come talk about music. We're actually not doing politics for once. Like.
Well, why isn't Tiger Lily here? Where's the Lily?
Oh, you just want to be.
Where's Jensen?
You just want to be creepy out there, Kurt.
No, you were the creepy one. You
Jensen said he's finishing up Ogre's stream first, and then it'll be over.
Oh, fucking hooer. Dirty hooer. He's going to come here after he's fucking wiped his cock off. Great.
Poopy dick.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Okay.
All right. So
obviously you don't want to talk about the Blues Brothers. Obviously, you want to move on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I forgot about it. I'm stoned. Remember? I'm sorry. Let's keep on the Blues Brothers. Then I'll have a question when we're done.
No. Go ahead. Ask your question. Now I'm fucking interested.
Okay. My question was going to be, what was the one song or band that changed your life? You know, like when you're at that age where you're just discovering music. Can you guys remember that one band or song that just opened it up for you?
Okay, so it would be Metallica, the Black Album, the entire fucking thing.
Okay, cool.
The entire fucking album.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hey. Have you wiped your cock?
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want Ogre's sloppy seconds. No.
Yeah.
Here's a Mazza.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Anyway, no. God damn it. I apologize. That was a bad joke. Poor taste. But no, to answer your question, yeah, Mole, it would be the Black Album. And you know why? That album, just listen to it all the way through. It's a goddamn story. Like, that's what I loved about Metallica's Black Album.
Right.
I'm gonna say one of the because I mean, obviously, when you're younger, you don't really have a great deal of selection, so you don't just play things over and over again anyway.
Well, yeah,
I'd say the Masters of Reality, the Black Sabbath album, Masters of Reality.
That's a good one. Yeah,
it was. You know, I just really played that over and over and over again. It was on repeat.
Well, what about Guns N' Roses? Like, do you guys like Appetite for Destruction?
Oh, one of the best albums ever made, dude. That's a great album.
Yeah,
great album. I would say that the song or the band that really brought it home for me was Rancid. as a matter, believe it or not, Rancid.
Really?
Yeah.
My aunt really liked Manson. She sent
Rancid.
me
Rancid.
Rancid, not Manson. I thought you were talking about Manson.
Rancid.
Okay.
It's punk music. It's Southern Cali punk music. They've been around for a while.
Yeah, you would be into that Californication bullshit.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so Jensen, who has the superior music outlook, Americans or the English?
What do you mean outlook? How do you define that?
I'm actually going to say the Americans, I'm sorry to say, but they do some pretty good stuff. It kind of depends on what era you're talking about, in all fairness.
Yeah. See, what Mads upset about is I said that without Britain's influence, that the modern music we have today wouldn't even exist. Because ska comes from Britain. Metal pretty much comes from Britain. Punk comes from Britain. I mean, the musical scene as we know it would not be here without them early British artists.
Oh my god. So Hammered Spud in the chat. Hey looky, a Mad Yankee live stream. Go fuck yourself, buddy. I'm gonna send you a potato bomb, you son of a bitch.
So Jensen, the question we're answering right now is, you know that era when you're just discovering music? What was that one band or song that opened it all up for you, that hooked you?
In other words, Jensen, what's your favorite band?
To be honest, one of the first bands I really got into was Bon Jovi. I was very much a Slippery When Wet fan.
Oh my god!
That's not a bad album, dude.
No, you know what? No, let's talk about Bon Jovi for a little bit. I actually, my mom got me into Bon Jovi. That's why I like
heavy
Bon
metal
Jovi.
for girls.
That wasn't metal. It wasn't.
It was
No, the whole thing
It was metal for girls.
It was hair metal.
It was hair metal for girls.
It was hair metal.
It's rock
It was
ballads
metal for the girls.
But no,
Bollocks.
you want to
It
talk
was,
about
it was 50 Shades of Grey of music.
Richie Sambora is an underrated guitarist, though.
Oh, he is. Richie Sambora is a better guitarist than Jimi Hendrix, in my opinion.
Oh,
have you seen Richie Sambora get down? Have you? Have you seen him fucking tear that shit up? Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're not good musicians. I'm saying they just produce shite music, right?
I mean if you said something like Stevie Ray Vaughan or something, maybe, but fucking.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Richie Sambora will beat Stevie Ray Vaughan, or Eric Clapton. They did an album together, actually. Have you heard that album? There's some of the best. Yeah, they did. And that's some of the best guitar riffs you'll ever fucking hear.
He is a good guitarist. I just don't think he's as good as Clapton or fucking Jimi Hendrix.
I do. He is
Jimi Hendrix. Oh, come on. Nobody has exceeded Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, whatever. Like, you turn your guitar upside down. Like, fuck off.
No. When you hear some of the white label stuff that he did, like recorded, off label. I mean, there's some fucking insane things that he gets up.
You also don't understand the sounds he got out of a guitar when they didn't have all them effects and pedals they do now, dude.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have a footbox. There was none of that shit.
There wasn't overdrive. You know how they got that buzz? They fucking did small.
No, are you guys watching the chat? Fucking memes is in there, fucking writing down some Bon Jovi lyrics.
Oh my god, you fag!
That's wicked crazy memes.
Yeah.
Well, no, Blaze of Glory, okay? No,
he's trying to
great fucking song. Blaze of Glory was a great fucking song.
That is
and
a good song.
The Young Guns 2 soundtrack is very fucking listenable.
It is.
Oh, it is great.
Yeah, but you see, but music can be applied to something, but if it works in that context because there's actually some visuals to go with it. But if you just listen to it on its own, it doesn't work. I mean, it's still like just, I mean, you may as well have it in a fucking elevator.
You know, the beautiful thing about music is it breaks down all barriers. I mean, it doesn't matter where you come from, what language you speak, what color you are. If it's good music, people are going to respond to it, right?
Me loves the karaoke.
Yeah, I saw that. His memes is challenging your ass, dude. Like,
he's thrown down the gauntlet.
Oh, you guys are gonna have a karaoke off. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we can do this right now.
You
Let's hop in here.
You must be kidding. There is no way that I am not. I am not going to embarrass myself because I do not have a singing voice.
Recently, I found myself. I came across the video of a black guy reacting to metal, and I just started watching them, and I was pleasantly surprised. At first, they're a little bit like, they're a little taken aback because they're not used to that kind of music. But the ones that are open and honest enough to actually give it a listen, they're like, oh my, there's so much substance and depth to metal music that you don't hear in, pop music like that. And they're like,
you see,
well,
that's exactly it, Mole.
You know what really sucks,
Mole, that's exactly what I was saying. Is like, when the Stones and the Beatles went over to the States, they came back with so much stuff that they've been exposed to that they had never seen before. I mean, it's different now because everyone can see everything instantly, But back then, you had to be on a mailing list and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it was hard to get records back then, wasn't
an LP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, they would like literally stand outside the record shops waiting for a fucking new LP to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how. In actual fact, that's how Richard Branson made his original money. That's how Virgin.
But real quick,
what's that?
You know what really fucking sucks? What? You know what really sucks? The fact that bands like Guns N' Roses had Axl Rhodes as a fucking lead singer, and was he good? Yeah. Was he hooked on drugs and didn't give a shit? Also, yeah. I mean. That's what really sucks about these good bands. They're all fucking, I don't know, weak individuals maybe, or
not
just.
to mention that he got too big for his britches and he quit caring about his fans.
I don't think people are weak
as well before. But back in the day, it was also about doing performance. You had to be a performer, and you would have bands with way more. I mean, now you've got a drum kit, a guitar. Well, you got two guitars. You got a bass guitarist, a lead guitarist, and you got a drummer, and that's it. There's absolutely no depth to the music. There's nothing. Well, yeah, but generally speaking,
pop music. You're right. There's no depth, and it's all auto-tuned and shit. But there are some really good.
Show me the last time you heard a fucking oboe in a band, right?
I have not.
When was the last time you heard a tuba?
I'm not a big fan of classical music.
I want to bring back the bassoon.
The last time I listened to an orchestra, probably.
The bassoon needs a comeback. The bassoons are brilliant.
I listen to symphonic and melody music a lot.
I like do you like power metal at all, Sharadi?
What? Huh?
Do you like power metal?
Yes.
Yes, I thought you would. You like symphonic type stuff. Like Unleash the Archers and shit like that. Nightwish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, Sharadi. What? Everybody else answered the question. You might as well.
I'm glad you're given a chance to talk.
No, Jensen never answered what his most influential band was when he was a child. He never came up with anything.
Answer after her.
Yes, I did. I kind of mentioned Bon Jovi.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Bon Jovi. That's right. Yes. Sorry, I blocked it out.
You don't even listen.
Hideous answer. No, it's just a hideous answer. I blocked it out. Salt on my mind.
Fine.
Okay, so you can come up with something better than Bon Jovi, right?
You're actually gonna hate me because I used to worship Axl Rhodes.
Axl Rhodes was awesome back in the day, man. He had that swag.
Yeah, if he ever showed up to his goddamn show.
I used to listen to Guns N' Roses.
He was a diva.
Like every single day.
He was definitely a diva.
Well, no. I do love Guns N' Roses, but the fact is, if you don't have the respect to show up at your own show and actually, give the fans what they paid for,
it's power play. That's all it is. If you've ever been in a band, singers are fucking something else, dude. I tell you, they're something else. And but it's a power play is all it was. You know who in Guns N' Roses does not get enough credit is Izzy Stradlin. That guy wrote a lot of the songs, dude.
Really?
Yeah. He wrote a lot of the songs. And fucking,
he may not get the credit, but I bet he gets the cash on the residuals. Oh, yeah. So he's doing all right.
He's doing all right. He didn't get all fucked up like everybody else did. So
holy shit.
There you go.
Tiger Lily in the chat says her first concert she ever went to was Aerosmith. You spoiled bitch.
Like, what was everybody else's first concert?
The first concert I went to was Floater, which is a local Pacific Northwest band.
Sounds like something fishy when they die.
Oh, dude, no. You would like Floater, actually. I'm going to hit you up in DM. It's hard rock. Cool. Kind of grunge a little bit, you know.
Well, it is from that era. It's the
Pacific Northwest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you had a lot of good bands out there, the Pixies and the fucking, before Nirvana and shit. Mudhoney, there's a lot of bands. The Minotaurs. I could go on and on.
Well, no, Floater is pretty fucking good. Like I said, I'll DM you a couple of their songs. It's good shit.
That was your first show? What about you, Shirati? What was your first show?
I was never a real big concert goer, but I did go to one when I was a teenager. And if I remember right, it was in my hometown. I think it was Carnival of Chaos. I ended up covered in blood, like fake blood, because
was it
Carnival of Chaos?
No.
That's the name of a Guar album.
You know that scene? You know that scene from Carrie where she's covered in the fake
blood? Hold on.
That's what popped in my head.
It's a Guar album.
Oh, man.
Sure that wasn't the name of the album and not the band?
No, that was the name of the whole setup.
Okay, what was the name of the band though? I think it's Guar.
There were several.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on there. What did they do? Were they wearing costumes? They look like
no
costumes. Okay, maybe it wasn't Guar. That sounds like a Guar show though.
No, it wasn't Guar. If it was Guar, I would remember.
I would give anything to have seen Guar before Dave Rocky died. What was your first concert, Cabbage?
Oh, he's a little bitch too. I'm sure it was the Rolling Stones or something.
No, it was no. That's the thing. No, it was the first thing I ever got to go to because I was I was away at school and stuff. We never got to do this kind of shit. So when I first got a chance to do it, was when I was 18, and I just went to a festival. I went to the Glastonbury Festival, and then I went to the Monsters of Rock Festival after that.
Well, that'd be a cool first show.
Brilliant. Sure. Well, no, it's days. It's an actual festival. There were both festivals.
It's kind of like Ozfest kind of deal. Lollapalooza.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no. So
you know what? Kind of like a total blowout. You know what I mean? It was like
no, real quick.
I'm not kidding. Right? I mean, I saw Motorhead. I saw Black Sabbath. At, the Monsters of Rock Festival. I mean, you name it. All of the the bands with Led Zeppelin was there. Yeah. I mean, actually, Bon Jovi, I think, was there as well.
I did see the original lineup of Black Sabbath, but it was in '99.
Yeah, it was.
You know what really sucks?
Fucking great.
So I had Ozfest when they came to Oregon, but Drowning Pool, 05, I think. 04,
99 was the best year, I think. I went to like 99 through 2002.
No, this is what sucks. Okay, Drowning Pool was the headliner of it, other than Ozzy, obviously. But fucking the lead singer died, like I brought up earlier. So, that concert didn't fucking happen.
Right. That sucks.
That does suck. Like, I wish I would have, went to a concert 3 months before. Like, and maybe I would have seen them. God damn it.
My first concert
festivals are the way to go, mate.
My first concert
was the way to go. You get more for your money.
Green Day and Weezer. That was my first concert. Green Day and Weezer.
Oh no shit! You got to go see that.
Green Day would be good. I'd like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
I would definitely go for Green Day.
What's your favorite song or favorite album? Is it American Idiot or is it Nimrod? Nimrod is mine.
I'm a huge Green Day fan, dude. Huge. So I really, when it comes to albums, I would have to say Nimrod's got some really good songs on it. You're right. That is a good album.
Here we go again, or whatever. Yeah,
I would have to say probably American Idiot, or 21st Century Breakdown. I like how it's a rock opera.
Oh,
yeah, because they don't do that anymore.
You know how like all the songs weave together, they tell a story through the whole thing. Is that American Idiot?
Yeah, it is.
It's got Jesus of Suburbia on it.
Holy shit! Okay, just my stupid opinion. First off, why do you not have a wrench? I'll fix that right now.
Who?
Just my stupid opinion.
I just my stupid opinion.
But second,
good
first
concert,
Yes, you see, third time lucky, right?
Real quick,
third time lucky.
Real quick,
they've all seemed pretty lucky,
Rush,
dude.
They're all good. No, they're all good. But
third concert, lucky.
Dude.
Like,
I got
holy shit!
I got super
what a
lucky.
lineup that is.
I seen Nirvana a month before Kurt died, but it wasn't as good as it could have been because Kurt was so fucked up. He was so fucked up, dude. Like Pat Smear was pretty much playing everything. Kurt would say stuff every now and then. But
oh my god, was he doing the mumbling thing?
Yeah,
because that's kind of what he got into.
And Pat Smear was pretty much playing the guitar parts.
Yeah, it was pretty sad at the end.
But I did get to see Nirvana though. I did get to see Nirvana. So I mean, it wasn't as great as it could have been. You want to know the best show I've ever seen that blew me away and I was so surprised? Was fucking Journey, dude. They are fucking kick-ass live.
They are really good. They are.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
But again, and it's because they are performers. They actually perform. You know what I mean? They are performance artists.
Well, let's go the other way. What's the bands you fucking hate? And the one I hate. Oh, Bono.
Fuck you two. Fuck you.
Fuck you too. The band I hate the most.
Yeah, what's the band you hate the most? I'm going with U2. I agree with Cabby on that one.
U2's pretty bad, but I'm gonna go Nickelback.
Oh, you fucking would though, you basic bitch. Like, come on.
They got a couple, but they still got a couple of like, you know, you can always pull a cherry out. You can always pull a couple of peanuts out of the turd. You know.
Okay, Becky.
No, but you two guys. Oh, actually, to be honest, Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh yeah, no, I could go with that.
Hey,
yes,
I cannot say that. No, really? I hate it.
I like Blue Oyster Cult.
I hate that because you're a fag.
We're not good at all.
Bunch of haters around here.
After my first Green Day show, my brother took me to see who all was there? It was Ted Nugent, Skinner with Johnny Bean singing, and who was the other band? I can't remember who the second band was, but fucking Ted Nugent live is fucking killer, dude. I got
Ted Nugent.
See, thing is, right?
You know what? A Southern man doesn't
I'm kind of embarrassed. I got to do an admission here, right? I got to do an admission because you know, like when U2 first came out, I liked them because they were new. That's all it was. You know, like But then and then after a while, you realize, hang on, can't you learn some new chords? You know, like get more than 3. You know what I mean? And that's when you start to realize that they're shit and how you suckered. You know what I mean?
That is my beef with Slipknot. Is all it is fucking power chords. That's it.
Yeah,
that's all you're doing. You're hitting 3 goddamn chords over 4 minutes. Fuck you. Like I can do that.
I play the guitar and I know that's not true. But it is repetitive.
Okay, so you're gonna back up fucking Slipknot. All right. The only good song they ever put out was Vermilion.
What?
Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it.
No, their first album was the best album, in my opinion. Their first album was way better than all the rest of their.
Vermilion? Vermilion is a good song.
Vermilion is a good song. I'm not saying
it
isn't it.
Yeah, he actually sings. Uses some fucking talent.
You do know music is subjective, right?
Fair enough. But I thought we were supposed to be arguing about this.
Well, I've got a band, but none of you will know it. None of you will know who the fuck it is. Well, I doubt it anyway.
Okay,
have you ever heard of Marillion? Have you ever heard of Marillion?
Marillion.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. My brother-in-law just brought up Korn. That's a good fucking band.
Yeah.
I like Korn.
All right.
Yeah.
You're saying Slipknot sucks, but Korn is badass?
That's right. That is the angle I'm going with.
Wow.
Fucking
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising about that.
See, you see, nobody else is buying it.
I'm not saying Korn's horrible. I like Korn too, but I don't think they're better than Slipknot. Just my personal opinion, though.
Frankie goes to Hollywood. Fuck you, Magic. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So,
see, I think this is
real quick though.
Projection.
A Canadian just joined. How are you doing? Just my stupid opinion. And is Alanis Morissette all you guys have? Like, is there anything else?
A lot of good beans.
What do you mean?
Unleashed from Canada, Neil Young's from Canada. There's a lot of good Canadians.
Yeah. Neil Young sucks.
Celine Dion. Celine Dion.
A Southern man come around anyhow.
We sent her to Las Vegas.
They were friends. That was just a joke.
They were not friends. Skinner fucking hated Neil Young. Skinner
was a diva. He was a diva. He was real bad about shows.
God damn. No, we're actually doing pretty good. We got 14 people watching right now, and we're just bullshitting about music. So that's not bad at all.
Music's great, dude.
Yeah, well, music is a great binder, but it can also be a great divider. Yeah. Well, that's why, like you remember going back to the days in Britain with the mods and the rockets.
Yeah.
I mean, they would literally go to. I mean, that was gang warfare.
Yeah, there was like a fucking war that
I do want to know what bands Canada has produced. So, just my stupid opinion.
A lot of bands.
What do you guys
Celine Dion. Celine Dion.
Well, really? You're going.
Well, first and foremost, there's Rush, which has the greatest drummer in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah, Neil fucking.
Oh my god.
And one of the best bass players ever.
So you're gonna go immediately with Rush. Okay, Bubbles.
Well, there's Tragically Hip.
Oh, talking about Bubbles, fucking Mike Smith is a great guitarist, dude. He's another one. Keep going though, buddy. There's a lot of good Canadian rock stars.
There is, yeah. No, there is. I mean, the trouble is they get remembered for the, the shites, and the same way as everyone else does. Tommy Chong was in a fucking Canadian R&B band back in the 50s or 60s, I think. He was the only white guy. The rest were black dudes.
So Magic Bollocks is in the chat. He says Celine Dion is great news for the deaf.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but they need to be blind as well because you don't want to read those lyrics.
I don't like her singing.
You also have Tragically Hip.
Yeah.
Tragically Hip. I haven't heard of that band. Are they
the Dead South? They're fucking awesome.
Oh, the Dead South. I love them, actually. Yeah. Are they Canadian?
They sure are. They're from Saskatchewan.
No, just a girl just typed just a girl. Buttercup just typed into the chat. Canada's responsible for Bieber, Cillian, Avril Drake, Nickelback, and that sounds like a rap sheet.
Yeah, the Bieber.
See, does the good outweigh the bad?
Yeah, you just gave us a list of their most horrible fucking outsports.
There is that joke where they say Justin Bieber responds to Miley Cyrus. So,
well, hey, you know what? I'll give you Miley Cyrus, and as long as you just keep Bieber up there, you can have Miley.
We don't want Miley.
I don't think anybody wants her, dude.
Yeah, why would you want her to stick her on an island in the Atlantic somewhere?
She's
Drop her off.
Sealand.
I think Billy Ray is sadly
Let's give her a catamaran.
Daughter. I think he's sadly disappointed in his little girl.
Oh, okay, memes. How are you going to centrist?
I
this
doubt
fucking
it because he
split
makes a lot of money off her.
That's true. Good.
He's not making any more money off her. She's a grown-up. She makes her own money.
He's her manager from what I heard.
He's getting his cut.
So they have a contractual.
Yeah, he's getting his 20%.
Yeah, daddy managers never work. Haven't you ever seen the Jackson 5?
Exactly. Yeah. Pimping out your children. Pimp your kids. Yeah. That's how it works, isn't it?
Partridge Family, Jackson 5. You gotta pimp your kids to make the money.
It just doesn't work. The Carpenters.
Yeah, then you end up fucking each other. That didn't work out too well.
Who was it that had a was it the Phillips that had an incestual, like her dad got her knocked up?
So Hammered Spud says we need to nuke Canada. Just my stupid opinion. Should we nuke Canada?
No.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
Dude, we got enough winter.
Well, I mean,
as it is. I can't stand a nuclear winter as well.
Only the French bit, all right? If you're gonna do it, only the French bit.
That is fair. Nuke Quebec if you're gonna nuke anybody.
Yeah.
Hoorah!
Nuke Quebec.
Hey, they're the one who want to separate. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, I like America's polite cousins.
Protect the British, the British Canadians. They're perfectly sound. There's no need to go nuking those people.
Right.
Actually, the best one what I've heard about it before when it comes to Canada is that Canada is like America's little brother. When America wants to go to war, they go to the UN and be like, Mom, can I go to war? Okay, but you have to take Canada with you. But I don't want to take Canada. If you don't take Canada, you can't go to war.
That's sadly true.
I love that analogy. That is amazing.
You know what, though? People underestimate.
That is nasty. Yeah, but the same thing can be said for Britain, too.
Yeah, people underestimate Canadian military power. They really do.
No, they're more like our posh cousins.
They're our cousins that are polite. Yeah, our posh cousins. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But North America, we are family.
We
are family.
Well, no, actually,
families ain't perfect.
Right? Like, fuck Canada at this point. Even Mexico already signed the goddamn deal. Give me a fucking break, Canada.
Karaoke edition.
Hey,
that would be hilarious, dude.
Look on the map. We got a pretty good thing going here in North America.
Right.
Well, you know, Canada is just waiting to be annexed anyway. I mean, right? Like, come on.
God, fucking
leave Canada alone.
Hey there.
Hey there, Mad or we'll send all 3 military personnel against you.
Hey there, Andrew Jackson.
They're a badass trio.
Yeah, I'm so scared.
Hey, Adrian, can I just ask
the Mounties? The Mounties always get their man.
Hey, no, don't fuck around with the Mounties, dude. They have meat. They can get you.
Tears.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, how many serial killers do you guys have running around? Like, they always get their man. That's bullshit.
Nobody knows. It's a big place. Nobody knows.
Well, that probably is more important. But anyways, so what do you think the GDP of Canada is as far as maple products go?
Oh, they make a lot of money off that syrup. That's liquid
corn syrup.
What if the ultimate trade tactic would be to essentially start a trade war with maple products? What would that do?
Well, I mean, you do have. No,
is it easier to transport to other parts in the world? I don't know, because you could probably move a lot of maple by shipping high enough price.
No, we buy it. I love maple syrup. It's beautiful,
right?
Yeah, best thing on any pancake. You can't have a pancake without a fucking maple syrup.
Right.
Yeah.
So perhaps we could have a new NAFTA maple provision.
We can have can we get a maple currency? I want to have the maple dollar.
Talking about molasses, did you know in the early 1900s in Boston there was a molasses tidal wave that killed 21 people?
That does not necessarily. Oh, the factory. Yeah.
Oh, when it blew up, yes.
Dude, that's a real thing. It's terrible.
You know, 21 people. They died they fucking drowned in molasses.
Dude, it's hot fucking molasses, dude. It's like
but
it did like $1 million worth of damage to the city. I mean, in like today's money, it's like fucking $250 million. It fucked it up.
I actually saw that. No, they had like pictures and shit from like the old articles.
21 million gallons.
Hey, now math is hard.
But if they left, but if they left those people, if they left those people who were encased in the maple, right? I mean, and then it would turn into like amber, wouldn't it? You know, you have like future. I bet 20 million years in the future, you'd have.
I bet it'd preserve.
Yeah, it would. There's sugar.
Okay.
So you'd have like amber people.
Because it would almost act like honey.
Real quick, Magic Balls in the chat says the Mounties always get their sodomy. Hammer Spud follows that up with build a music wall. So what? We don't want Atlantis more set to come down anymore.
Ooh, we get a wall of Marshall amps. I feel you, man. We'll build a music wall.
No, that's not a fucking joke, because I do believe that the Koreans did this, and they put up fucking enormous speakers to keep playing. I don't know whether it's music or noise or whatever across the border. It was done on a border.
Psychological warfare.
Dude, it's going to affect your senses and stuff. So, exactly. Guys, according to Wikipedia, the Great Molasses Flood is an actual thing. Took case, also known as the Boston Molasses Disaster or the Great Boston Molasses Flood, occurred on January 15th, 1919 in the northern neighborhood of Boston, Massachusetts. A large molasses storage tank burst, and a wave of molasses rushed through the streets at an estimated 35 miles an hour, killing 21 and injuring 150. You think about that, right? For decades afterwards, as residents claims that on hot summer days, the air streets still smell molasses. I can believe that.
Yeah, but I mean, that you think about like water hits you. That's one thing. I mean, you get molasses. That's got a lot more density.
Yeah,
you know, like coming down. That's so dense. Holy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, think of what they do to buildings. Just the density of it, it'd probably just rip them right off their fucking foundations.
Holy shit! That's a lot of molasses.
Right there. No, look.
They were committed to that. They love their molasses.
Dude, look at what it did. They like fucked up the steel beams and shit.
Holy shit!
That's like an overpass.
I thought that's what happened after the man attack.
Wow.
A million gallons.
But then again, what a way to go! There are worse ways to go.
What a sweet way to die.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining what the poor coroners had to do.
Oh, talking about weird deaths. In Ireland, back in the early 1900s, they had a fucking like 21 whiskey. Like whiskey was flowing through the streets because the warehouse caught fire and they all exploded. And like, so
my God, where was I that day? Could you imagine the whiskey?
Fucking whiskey. And there was 12 deaths. None of them were fucking. They all died of alcohol poisoning. Every one of them, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Well, usually,
like they're drinking fucking whiskey out of their dirty ass boots and shit.
They get a round of applause.
They got free whiskey though. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same.
Well, no, I just want to know where I was during this whiskey flood because I would just lay down and open my mouth and be like, "Yay!"
You would lay on the dirty ass Irish streets of the early 1900s.
Damn right. The whiskey will cleanse it. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. The Irish.
God damn it. Okay, so what's the chat talking about? An Irish man dying of alcohol poisoning. How original. Fair enough.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not a new idea. It's not a new concept.
Street whiskey.
That's the same with the Scotty though as well. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever had one of those in Scotland? I would have thought
there's not a place in the world where that would happen in fucking there wouldn't be people drinking street whiskey. It could happen anywhere, and it would happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they got a lot of distilleries up in Scotland. I mean, they're all over the place.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Almost like microbrew. Yeah, and then they do the blending. So they each do different kind of concoction and blend them. So yeah, you would have hoped that something would have happened over there.
Magic Bullet says the Irish would drink raw sewage if you told them it had a percentage. Yeah, as long as it's 150 proof.
Right.
Okay, so enough making fun of the Irish. Let's go back to the Canadians.
I'm giving him a big thumbs up. Good men. Men, true and solid.
They died for a good cause. Street whiskey. They didn't want it to go to waste.
Blame Canada, am I right?
Easier than blaming yourself.
No,
right?
blame French Canadians.
Ooh,
see, you have to distinguish.
The Canadians swinging back. That's weird. I thought you were going to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's British Canadian. He's not French.
Canadians are fucking helpless.
I'm sorry I disappointed you, Mad Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay.
They don't really mean that stuff that they say, right? They're
but
just being nice.
I did want to actually talk to you about the NAFTA agreement. Where do you fall down on that? Do you think Trudeau's doing the right thing?
Politics?
No, Trudeau is handling this absolutely poorly. He wants everything to be about gender equality, and he's trying to push his progressive agenda into the NAFTA deals, which, when it's a free trade negotiation, is not going to go over very well. But Trudeau himself has actually not secured, in 3 years, hasn't secured a single trade agreement with any country. But on top of that, what he's doing is he's trying to use, he's pretty much trying to use Trump as a way to garner votes for himself. So he goes on the whole idea that this is Trump's fault, hate Trump, blah 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 blah. So no, Trudeau is not handling this very well. Although I think some of the things that Trump says is a little over the top. I mean, he said something the other day about how, I don't know how you feel about it, but he said before, all these different countries have taken advantage of the U.S. But I was going to ask is how so different countries take, how could all these different countries take advantage of the U.S.? That would have to mean that there wasn't very good negotiation to begin with.
No, that's not true. That's about enforcement.
You know them guys that
it's about enforcement.
The PR guys that help the president stay so he looks good, he says the right stuff. Either Trump doesn't have one at all, or that guy's fucking life is a nightmare, dude. It is a fucking nightmare.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Real quick though. Could you imagine
what you were saying?
That has to watch the Twitter, Trump's Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you want to be that fucking guy? No, I don't.
Right, but going back to what you were saying about, how can this happen? If you just look at NATO, the reason it happened is because there was no enforcement, right? Everyone was meant to pay 2% of their GDP, and there was only a few people, Britain, Sweden, and, a couple of others that actually did it. And the only reason that was allowed to continue was because of lack of enforcement. And America could have really, kicked up a stink about that, but it never did for some reason. And it should have done, realistically. I mean, it would have been in our benefit to have that kickoff as well, because, other people aren't paying their way.
Well, no, and you want to talk about America and people taking advantage. How about we're the police force of the goddamn world? I would say the world's taking advantage of that. Canada included.
They asked for it, dude.
They did ask for it. They want us over there. Yes, they did.
I don't know. That's
okay, right now, more. If we pull out our base in Germany, do you think Germany is going to be fucking happy?
Oh, no, I'm not saying
no, they're not.
It would cause massive upheaval if we left. I mean, but I'm just saying that doesn't necessarily mean all these people want to stick in our nose and they're fucking...
No, trust me. Come over to us. Seriously, your bases over here. I mean, we can't take them all, obviously, but we'll take a good proportion and we will still pay our way. You can be assured of that, because Europe is about to fucking implode, and we're going to need all the fucking help we can get.
There's,
So, you know what I mean?
there's no U.S. There's no U.S. bases.
And you'll be here at ground zero, so you'll be able to start day one.
There's no U.S. bases.
I'm just saying America's pretty good right about now, right, Cap?
I'm really surprised there's no bases over there.
Oh no, we do have bases in the UK. Well, what do you mean? You got nuclear bases?
American, I mean our base, yeah, because we're allies. We have been for years.
Yeah. You got Air Force bases. You've got nuclear bases. I mean ICBM, silos.
Yeah, I mean
we have a lot of strategic positioning.
I would have to say that England is probably our closest friend when it comes to allies.
Mm-hmm.
England and Canada, anyway.
Well, look at it, right? You remember when 9/11 happened? Within, 15 minutes, and I'm not a fan of Tony Blair, but like 15 minutes of it being discovered that it was actually a terrorist attack, not some accident or whatever. Tony Blair was saying that he was standing shoulder to shoulder,
Right.
That's what you do. Your allies. That's what you do.
I mean, we're all pretty much like extended family anyway. Canada, America, England. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, Australia, New Zealand. I mean,
we all visit
English
the same market and watch similar movies.
Yeah. Well, some people are smart enough to watch British movies and television, but some Americans just don't get it.
Have they killed Monty Python?
They can never kill Monty Python.
I agree.
It's the eternal meme. Monty Python is the eternal meme.
Yeah,
let's make it great again.
All I think about is the coconut. That's it, the coconut.
Hey, wouldn't it be great to have The Bright Side Live played at your funeral? Everybody's thinking all.
And you just lost me.
Oh, welcome, Sharadi. We love you too.
How'd we lose you?
That's a chick. Well, because she's a chick and she doesn't get Monty Python.
No, I get it. I just don't like it.
She's seen it too many times.
Why?
Because you have a vagina.
Why don't you like Monty Python?
Because I've seen it, all of them, a bazillion times.
Wait a minute, though. I'm looking at the chat.
So you're just tired of it?
Then?
Very much so.
What is it? Puppet or whatever he calls himself. He says, a Brit scream. That would be terrible. What are we going to talk about on a British scream? How
let's do commentary on Monty Python.
Yeah, you got plenty. Where do you want to begin? Where do you want to begin? I mean, 100 Years War. You want to talk about knights and shining armor? I mean, you've got a fucking Woody for anything to do with, that. What the fuck is it called? Game of Thrones. I mean, that's all based on, the 100 Years War. Where do you want to begin?
Right.
Yeah, so, kiss my ass. Plenty to talk about.
Don't hate on a Night King's Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. Anyway, Magic Bollocks. He said misplaced childhood, absolutely superb. In fact, I was at the misplaced childhood concert in Blackpool, and I actually saw Fish drinking in where the fuck was it? Like a Witherspoons or something.
Oh my god. Cabby, sorry for cutting you off, but the chat wants us to talk about Brexit. Oh my god. Go ahead, Cabby.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I am just gonna my blood pressure couldn't take it. Seriously, I would end up.
So what you're saying is you're not happy with the current state of affairs.
We don't want to give him a stroke.
You could put that in a nutshell, yes. Yeah, you could put it in a nutshell with that. I am not happy with the current state of affairs.
It's such a bad taste in your mouth, and it probably doesn't matter which way you voted. At this point, you're just so pissed off.
I am tasting bile in my mouth as we speak.
You just want it to go away, don't you?
Nuke Paris.
Well, Jensen, again, that would be genocide.
Why are we back to nuking Paris? Like, I thought we were talking about.
Well, but that's always a good policy. There's always a good policy. But I'm just not sure that it's going to achieve anything. That's the trouble. I don't want to waste. I mean, nuclear weapons are not cheap. You don't want to go wasting them willy-nilly.
Yeah, but which one needs to go first, London or Paris?
It needs to be.
And Jensen,
historically, it's been Paris.
We can deal with London. We can deal with London or like separately, but no, Paris is Paris is Paris. Well, France is France, really.
But they're all part of the EU.
That's what we have to say.
The UK is leaving,
yeah.
So technically, they'd already be closer to London.
We could always move to Birmingham. Okay with that.
Birmingham, yeah. Well, there's nothing good ever came out of Birmingham.
Hey, the fallout comes over to our East Coast, Jensen.
Okay. Saki says, for London, build a wall and throw the rubbish over there. So, in other words, Sharia law.
Wait, no, you're turning it to King's Landing. That's what he's saying. You're turning it to King's Landing like Game of Thrones.
Of course. What do you think?
It's gonna be like the Peasants' Revolt, and the Toll Puddle Martyrs all over again. We're gonna have to siege London.
Wait, isn't there a part of London that's not actually London?
Yep, the Square Mile.
Yeah, there's the City of London, and then there's London. Because that's confusing enough.
Well, that'd be a small.
Yeah, but it's like Vatican. Yeah, but it's like Vatican City within, within Rome. It's the same thing. It has sort of state autonomy.
Is it the same thing though? Because Vatican City is its own country.
Yeah. Well, Square Mile is effectively
not its own country.
There's probably trillions of dollars of business that go through it.
Yeah, Vatican City is a country.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Cayman Islands in the UK.
Yeah, to all intents and purposes, it is effectively autonomous.
Like,
it has its own laws. It's got its own police. Well, put it this way: it's got its own police force. It's got its own police force. It has its own. Yeah, I mean, all the things that expect an autonomous state. So
it can defend its borders. Has it been tested? Because Sealand tested it and they proved it because they decided not to fight back. I'm hearing there hasn't been a scenario run.
Well, has the Vatican ever been attacked?
I thought it burnt down.
Yeah, but that was by Muslims. I'm talking about by the indigenous population. The Italians ever stormed St. Peter's Basilica.
Does a drunk guy count?
Oh, an Irish guy.
How many people storming and causing trouble at the Vatican does it constitute an invasion?
I don't know. Well, you'd have to storm and achieve your goal.
Is it more than 19?
Has a drunken Irishman ever managed to storm and successfully oust the Pope?
I don't know. Has anyone seen Voice lately?
It probably has happened, actually. Because the Irish, they got up to all kinds of things. They're little tricksters. They just covered it up. That's all it is. They covered it up. It was a drunken weekend. The whitewash.
So, in other words, they're Scottish. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay. We already decided that Canadian music sucks.
What? I like Celine Dion.
You would.
Oh, you fag.
I know, right? Like, you beat me to it, Quinn. Yeah, you fucking would. Like, God damn it.
This is the same dude that had to pull out of the pit at a corn show because I was bleeding too much.
Well, how about you?
Where were you putting the corn?
Wash the goddamn lettuce right.
No, I took an elbow to just under my eye. And they haven't played like It's My Life and stuff like that yet. So it's like, all right, no, I want to keep going. The event staff is like, dude, you're bleeding all over the place. You should go to the medical tent. So I'm like, fine. You don't want to bleed on other people. That's rude.
Well, also hepatitis, HIV, there are other considerations.
All them bloodborne pathogens, them lovely little things.
Yeah.
Universal precautions, I know. Yeah. You're right. So I went there. They threw some Vaseline. Said I should probably go get some stitches, and I went back.
No shit, memes. You actually lost Magic Bollocks' support. He said he won't even back
the corn more.
Wait, the Corn or Celine Dion?
Both.
That's fair. It is very sad.
Okay, so the molasses fucking flood. What the fuck means?
God.
Only in Boston, right?
Like, hey. No. It's like Cabbage was saying earlier, like, if there wasn't a response because it's a very large, highly populated area, high population density, like if folks weren't helping folks, how many more people would have died?
Mm.
Like if you just let people like be frozen into fucking amber.
Yeah.
Right. Or molasses.
Mm-hmm. Well, amber is basically it's tree sap, right? That's what maple syrup is, or you know, molasses. It's the same thing. So there'd be amber. You know, let's give it a few million years.
Essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah. That would have made a very different walking stick for David.
And Tiger Lily, I think, wants to join. The link is either in Discord in general chat. Scroll up, or I just shared it in the
Tiger
chat.
Lily, you got it in Discord. What are you doing, woman?
It's hard navigating through many Discords at times.
Yeah, that's why I keep it limited. I only have I try to keep it below a dozen.
Well, no, and TM Ryder says he wants to join as well. Go ahead. I threw the link out there in the general chat. That's my bad. So go ahead. What's up, Tiger Lily? How's it going? So are Canadians evil? Should they just NAFTA and get the fuck over themselves? Or what?
I don't think they're evil.
There you go. That's Canada.
Told you, I'm saying, but can we fucking distinguish between them, please? There are the French ones, and then there are the British ones.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, the ones from Quebec. Yeah, there's those ones, and then there's the good ones.
Well, I don't like Justin Bieber. I could do away with him.
Well, I mean, he was brought up from a very young age to like perform and stuff, so that's kind of like the family interaction again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
Brought up from a young age to be a complete dick.
Yeah. I think he tries to do good. He does good shit.
Name two things. Come on.
Okay, so are you guys gonna re-elect fucking Justin Trudeau? Are you that fucking stupid? I really need to re-elect him.
I don't think so, man. Besides, there's pretty much been a new political movement coming in over the last couple of weeks. There was a guy who was part of the Conservative Party who pretty much who broke off about a week ago, called Maxime Bernier, and ever since then he's been going on a very populist platform, very similar to what Trump was doing, and a few other MPs that have been getting elected all across the world. So I actually don't think so. He broke off. He hasn't even established his new party yet, and he's already gained some like 13% of the vote.
No, but I mean, is he actually a serious contender? Because I did hear something about it, but I mean, there's so little information. It was like sort of hard to see whether or not he was
something popular.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's like a valid contender or not. It's kind of like what would be the American, the Canadian version of Nigel Farage or something, you know?
Yeah, I think that's probably a more accurate.
What do you say? He's like a Rand Paul figure, or?
You know what? Actually, that's not a bad comparison. Not a direct comparison, but he is a libertarian. Put it this way: this guy actually almost won the Conservative leadership. He only lost out. Like I think the vote was something like 50.5% for the current leader, and he got like 49.5% of the vote. Or something like that. It was very close. It was half a percentage or something like that. So,
real quick though, looking at the chat, not even a real country anyway. Jensen, why don't you just say that shit out loud, you motherfucker?
Quiet.
Wait, who's not real? We're talking about Asgardia?
No, Asgardia is more real than Canada. All right.
No, Canada has a blue check mark and is recognized at the UN.
Canada has a blue check mark.
that is a difference.
Sorry, where were you?
Okay.
You were saying about this chap who was, who's coming forward now.
Yeah,
the sort of Rand Paul type character. Yeah.
His name's Maxime Bernier. He's been talking about more about actually.
Bernier, sorry, French. Fuck him. Don't care.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, yeah. So he's been talking about free market principles. He's been going out. He's been railing against political correctness.
Yeah, can't trust him. He's French. He'll
stab
you in the back.
Here, Cabby, tell us how you really feel.
I don't have a choice, man.
Yeah.
I've got Justin Trudeau I could vote for. I could vote for the conservative dude, which is just
Trudeau, another frog. You see? Fucking frogs everywhere.
No, real quick though. What about what's her fucking name? Faith Goldie running in Quebec. I think it's Quebec. Sure now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe the wrong. It might be Calgary. But what about her?
Adrian, Cabbage, Jensen, Mad Dodge, Melina, Memes.
How goes it, Ryder?
Hello.
How goes it, Ryder?
Oh, it's good.
Excellent.
But no, what about Faith Goldie and the fact that there's a media blackout on her? They won't even fucking talk about her, right? Just my stupid opinion. Like
there's not.
They won't even entertain the idea. She might as well be Lauren Southern at this point.
Yeah, they haven't said a word about her, and actually, they tried to blame it that she doesn't have enough of the enough approval rating yet, and that it would of people who would back her up. However, that's complete horseshit because they covered other people that have at best 1% of the vote. So really, they're not covering her because, I mean, she has been in the past been considered a controversial figure. But more or less, I think it's because she's just railing against a lot of the establishment politics right now that they don't want to give her any sort of attention. She used to work for Rebel Media, and anybody in the mainstream media.
She did, yeah. That's where I first discovered her was via Rebel Media. But no, stalking.
Yeah, but I mean, can you believe it? Right? I mean, the woman has been.
No, it's Magic Bullet. Magic Bullet says, "Fuck Faith Goldie." She's
a Canadian that can.
Is she a thought?
I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. It could be whatever. It could be a trap for all I know. But I mean, like Lauren Southern coming over to the UK. How the fuck does somebody who's in the British Commonwealth get banned from a fellow Commonwealth country? It's insane.
That's a very good point. Absolutely. How exactly did that happen, Cabby?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's fucking retarded. It's
because you guys are farther gone than we are right now.
Hey,
well, Jesus. And you got Trudeau. We are really fucked.
I always have background noise, so I apologize for that, Ryder. But yeah, we're just bullshitting, really. So if you have any topic you want to bring up, go for it.
I'm watching The Simpsons. Hey, I just thought. Hey, Memes. I have a question.
Sir.
Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh on the dueling book?
I used to play the card game, and then my cards went missing. They may have been stolen, but that's another story. I have played several of the console games, and I do have Duel Links downloaded.
No, the dueling book. It's a website.
Really?
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Online?
Yeah.
What's the site?
Dueling Books.
Got it. Duelingbook.com.
Yeah. It should be the Dueling Network. Okay. Now.
Okay, so Magic Bollocks wants us to discuss the Jewish question. Jensen Quinn, Your initials are JQ.
There is no Jewish question. Everyone knows that Jews rule the world. Don't see what the problem is.
What do we
so
do?
they're all New Yorkers, in other words.
Not all.
Fucking Yankees.
No, it all started, don't forget, with you know, with the great Bank of England. Of course, it has to go back to that, right?
Wait,
the Rothschilds. It's all the Red Shields.
Don't say that 3 times, or Mr. Ogre will appear. The last thing we need is for a wild ogre to appear.
No, that's true. Now here I can agree with you there, Jensen. Diane Abbott is not human. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It's like Jar. It's a fucking Jabba the Hutt. It's fucking hideous creature, whatever it is. It should be released back into the wild. That's all I know.
Yeah, no. If you killed her, then PETA would be pissed off. Is what you're saying?
I said release it back into the wild. Put it back in its natural habitat. I don't know where the fuck that is, but it's certainly not here.
Why do I think there's so many Star Wars memes that can be made from that?
And by Adrian Lloyd, Melina Calloway. Bye.
She's probably having trouble with her internet again.
Oh yeah,
technology's great as long as it works.
Oh my god, dude! I had no power since 10 o'clock last night till about 2 p.m. In other words, I was bored as fuck and very upset.
Dude, snag some solar panels.
Melanie, we need more snatch. Get back in here.
Yeah. Oh wait, I just feel like that might be her real name.
Okay, all right. So looking at the chat, Jews are all Yankee. Mad is a Yankee equals mad is a Jew. Fuck you, Hammond Spud.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. So wait, what do we do?
Man is a Jew. It's true. Hammered, I like your logic.
Okay, first off, I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana. That makes me not a Yankee. Second, the Jews are evil. That's fair. But I'm not Jewish, damn it.
Oh, shalom, MD.
Yeah.
Hey, MC. Shalom.
God damn it. Okay. Where's MC when you need him, as Bollocks says. Well, Bollocks, why aren't you in here, you bastard?
Hey, Adrian.
Bollocks works in mysterious ways. You wouldn't want him and Cabbage to be in the same room. God only knows what could happen.
We've never been seen in the same place together.
This is true.
Wait. So in other words, it's like Sticks and Razor Fist. We don't really know if they're the same person or not.
Dude, I so want to make that video because they either get them in the same room or just break them apart in an animation sort of way so you could do the fucking fusion dance. Or even if they were to both do in front of green screen, oh my god, it would be so entertaining. Oh, then someone would have to overlay and anime, and that's a lot of work.
That would be a good collab, though. Yeah, but it wouldn't take much effort, really.
Oh my god!
You know, if they just do it for the shit
thing and say fucking collab, it's collab.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you know, like, if they would do it just for the fucking shits, you know, shits and giggles.
It's for a particular topic.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as long as it's directed, I think that could be something people would fund.
Yeah. Exactly. That's something. Well, I don't think you need to fund it, really. I mean, it's
couple of green screens, couple of takes.
Yeah,
just use existing footage.
Plenty of people would be willing to do that for naught. You know, to put the time into just cut it up. It wouldn't be difficult.
And yes, that is Tiger Lily. Okay. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about now?
Tiger Lily dropped.
It's all right. No, her internet's acting up. So, Cabbage, actually, speaking of collabs, and not to corner you on a topic, but would you be interested in doing a collab with myself?
No, I don't do collabs. They're gay.
No. When I say collab, let me specify. Would you be willing to act as a moderator in a series of videos?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Wait a minute, real quick.
That, mate.
Imus the Fox is in the goddamn chat. Do you remember Imus? Like, it's been forever since he's been
like
around.
foxes.
Yeah, you would. God damn it.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that, mate, if you want. No problem at all. Just let me know.
No, because here's the thing. I started listening and I didn't finish the one between UMD as well as Rat. But all I know is when it started, it went from just the general bullshit cabbage to it's just like, I felt like I was listening to Mills Lane of like mixed mental arts or something like that. It's like, all right, here's what we got going. Let's get it on. And Rat's like, I must point out that Norway also has a red, white, and blue flag. You're like, my mistake. Let's carry on.
Holy shit! Though. Okay,
that was beautiful.
Magic Bollocks is being a prick in the chat. He says, "Let's talk about race realism. I'm determined to bring this stream down."
No. He's the psychotic late night host. That's the thing. He has to help to try to ruin everything at the right time, then give actual input. That's the thing. Maybe having two moderators at the same time. You basically have Cabbage, who's basically just like an alpha AI based autocorrect. It's just like, no, you actually mean this. We're not actually arguing. I'm just telling you how it should be spelled or the basic grammar. Whereas Magic is just like, he goes to the worst possible place. He's like, oh dear. The most nominalized thing all of a sudden goes into just like some horrific area of humanity. So you're going with authoritarian autocorrect plus entertaining perversion.
Entertaining perversion. Thank you. I'll take that in what I think it was intended to be.
No, it's combining serious discussion on serious topics with some lighthearted humor.
Welcome
Maybe
back.
Darker heart humor.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's our Canadian friend. Just my stupid opinion. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, my stupid opinion. That's what I call him.
Yeah, you can just call me that. You can call me Adrian if you want.
Okay.
Welcome back, you Adriana.
Adriana. Oh, thanks, man.
Wait, you sound different than you do on TV.
With that name, I'm gonna. What's that?
You sound different than you do. This is Adriana Huffington. Oh, you on HuffPost. Rats.
She huffs. So, anyway, where were we? Yeah. Canada. Yeah, Justin Trudeau. No, who was it? That guy that you were talking about. It was the guy who was being. You were telling us about this new sort of.
Wait, was it the guy in the Canadian Parliament or the UK Parliament?
Yeah, the Nigel Farage of Canada. This new guy.
Oh, Jordan Peterson.
No, the political guy.
Wait a minute. No, did you just compare Jordan Peterson with Nigel Farage?
I didn't. Somebody else did.
Yeah,
I was talking about the guy.
That's not okay.
No. It's a somebody was talking about a politician, a new party that's being developed. And,
well, to be fair, they are both wizards.
Hey, Cabbage, I have a question.
Yo.
Are you from the 1950s? That got in the time machine?
I am Doctor Who.
You sound like a 1950s cartoon character.
No, he's the original internet AI from back in like the 70s and 60s. He's an alpha program.
Wait a minute.
I am the MCP.
Hey, I'm only trying to.
No, I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about this. Magic Bullet says this coming from a man who fucks a furry. Who are you talking about?
Who fucks furries?
What?
Who fucks furries?
Memes does.
Does he? Oh, memes. Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Not all the time.
Yeah. Well,
hey, and that was on Valentine's Day.
I'm still a virgin. I'm trying to. I'm still a virgin, so.
That was a special occasion, right, memes?
And it was consensual. Lubricant was provided.
Smarter, not harder.
This is going downhill. So where were we? Like I said, yeah. I was trying to ask about this fucking guy, this new Canadian party that's coming up that's going to
and somehow it got to me fucking first.
Re-galvanize the yeah, exactly.
I mean, even though it's a true story, it doesn't make it. I'm not sure if we should have gone there. That's all I'm saying.
I can imagine Trudeau in a furry suit.
I can imagine Trudeau in a fucking dress, man. Pretty much any ridiculous thing, I could see Justin Trudeau doing it.
Yeah. Well, you remember that stupid thing where he was doing the dancing? Oh, man, that was just so cringeworthy.
Yeah, that was back in India. Oh, he's horrible. Okay, but I got to ask you, Cabbage, who has worse dancing, Trudeau or Theresa May?
Oh, Theresa May again. I don't know. I mean, how do you separate them? It's like trying to split a gnat's hair. It's just
you mean politics in general that was ruined it for you? She could have absolutely the best policies in the world, and you're like, I can never feel it again.
Well, no, and wait a minute. Isn't one of them Canadian and the other is goddamn British? Like, seriously.
Yeah, but you've got to see them. Yeah, no. You've got to see them to understand what we're talking about. The sort of cringeworthiness. I don't understand why these politicians think it's a good idea to try and look hip or clever or try and groove with the natives.
If they pull it off, points.
No, and that's a good point. Justin Trudeau in the India fucking episode. Like, goddamn.
Quick question.
Drama teacher. That was his job. His job was to pretend.
Quick question. Does anyone else hear buzzing in their headphones? Or is that just me?
I hear a little buzzing.
No.
Yeah, I get some buzz too. I just assume that's because my mic was bad, but
yeah, I don't hear no buzz at all on my side.
I'm getting sort of hiss sort of intermittent thing. Yeah,
I thought I was the only one.
No, maybe our stream became of more interest. Hey guys,
NSA are listening. Hey MC.
Well, MC's gotta be. I mean, that's his job.
Hello, brother. Hello.
Yeah, why else do you think MC hangs out with us? He's just sending all this data back and everything. He's basically an entrepreneur. It's kind of like being a headhunter. It's like, hey, I found a bunch of... No, we have mole right here.
Yes, but he is a mole. He's just a mole of a different
he's an unholy mole.
Holy shit, yeah. Mole, you haven't talked in forever. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm alive, dude. I'm doing some networking at the moment. I'll be right with you.
I thought maybe you Cobained yourself.
No. Shotguns are for defense.
Well, I'm going to go and eat Menace because I got wrestling on at 8.
Cool beans.
And that's like 10 minutes to get myself ready.
Draw time.
Yeah.
Game on.
Oh, man, dude. I wish the Attitude Era was still back. It was a terrible influence on me.
Okay.
The having a pay-per-view called Evolution.
No, this is pretty funny. Ryder, the buzzing is all the weed you smoked. That's what in the chat.
I have asthma.
Feedback.
I have asthma, not weed.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, what a dick, MD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yeah, he has it. His ear. Everyone's ears are buzzing, and you're like, "Oh, I'm just playing. I love you."
Say goodnight to the
man,
bad
you are
guy.
a dick.
Say goodnight to the bad guy.
Yeah.
All right, Razor Ramon.
Fucking eternal victim.
Although, Cabbage, I must say that is
I'm
some
not
of the most.
Canadian. Wait a minute.
What? Is Canada a victim? They got the top floor apartment.
Well, the top floor always sucks.
well, some of it isn't as heavily furnished as other parts of the apartment.
But is Canada the victim? I don't know. Look at Justin Trudeau. Is he the victim? He would probably.
I mean, I'd say they're a victim of their own hubris with this whole diversity horseshit. Same as we are, equally. Well, we have to take responsibility for our impulses.
Wait. Hold on a second. I think I just realized something. If we all of a sudden take the equation that is North America, so the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, and then all of a sudden we just substitute out Mexico, we add in the UK, how does the dynamic shift?
Oh, we lost Mexico.
Are we Mexico? I know, but does the U.S. then become Mexico?
No, the Scottish are Mexicans.
What? Well, that seems very targeted. I mean, like, what type of grouping? Like, are we supposed to say, like, not all folks from the UK? I mean, that seems very, very divisive.
Someone came here to get away from the British and the UK.
Huh?
Well, I think the thing is with the UK is made up of a whole bunch of, like, different groups as well that fought each other over the years.
Well, we came to America to get away from them. Well, in a way, kind of.
Yeah, it's not the same house. They're living in the same house.
No, they didn't leave to get away.
Hey, Cabbage, you know D-Way?
I do know D-Way. I know D-Way. I am D-Way.
And I'm about to tell you off a building for knowing the way.
No, I mean, it was about expansion. It was about colonialism. It was very different back then. It was colonialism.
I like that.
And it was
you spell me, I'll knock you out.
It was all expansion.
Whoa.
What? Who's going to knock who out?
No. Hey,
we're getting
as long as you're not stealing his floor in the building.
Huh?
You can be invited in, but you must have respect on his floor.
Hey, relax, okay? It's a joke, because I'm like, I do that in real life. You spell me in real life, I will knock you out. So he's like, I will spit on you. No, you're getting knocked out.
I spit on the queen.
I don't know either.
Okay.
She's made of Ebola.
So Puppet says, no, the UK sent criminals to Australia, and they came good. We sent the idiots to America. 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Spot on. I know New Zealand as well. You know, they done good. Yeah, it's well, no, I mean that's the whole point. I mean the revolution was exactly at the same time as the British people wanted to, kick the shit out of our own king too. So, it was a very English thing to do actually with the revolution.
America picked a very good time because Britain was already with King George III and his sickness, and
Mad as a Hatter.
Yeah,
we had Napoleon building up his forces.
Wait a second. Are you saying that was a good reason to dump a bunch of tea into the harbor?
I don't think it's ever a good reason to win.
That is the only thing Boston ever did correctly.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't even
we
about
have a lot of great beers.
The tea,
and you've used our razors. Don't mess with us.
The tea tax was just the final excuse. The real thing that caused the problem was the stamp duties, I believe.
Yep.
That's where the real problems came in, and also of course the Americans were
part of it.
Yeah, and also your inability
you're talking about the Stamp Act. Absolutely, that was the problem. You had to have the king's fucking image on every piece of paper in your house. Are you fucking kidding me? Could you imagine that today? You gotta have Donald Trump.
Wait a second.
On every piece of paper.
MD, what you're saying is, if people could have had personalized stamps like we do have nowadays, we might still be part of the UK.
No.
Wait, what?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, if you could have customized stamps. Go back like 300 years.
No. The paper had no. It wasn't a customized stamp. They actually had to be printed, and it was shipped over. And this is one of the other major problems was that American productivity was restricted. That you were obliged to import rather than manufacture yourselves. I mean, there's a lot of fucking retarded decisions.
Real quick, Puppet in the chat says New Zealand should have been called New Wales. The sheep there are always wary. Okay. First off, I thought there was already a New Wales. That's in
all hail New Wales.
I like Wales.
No, you don't get the reference. Yeah, the blue whale. Okay. You don't know what the blue whale thing was?
I know Gulf City. I know Gulf City, you son of a bitch.
Blue whale. All hail blue whale.
Yep.
All hail blue whale. Yeah.
Blue whales and new whales.
That's a dead trope. But still, good while it lasted.
Well, I gotta go. Remember, everyone's a psycho, so don't be a psycho. Later.
Later.
Take care. Yeah. Be happy.
Okay, so we're going back to Canada.
Pay your stamp tax.
We're going back to fucking Canada, damn it. Like seriously though, the NAFTA agreement. Why won't Trudeau get off his fat fucking ass and actually sign it? Come on.
Because he's the leader. He's supposed to negotiate.
There's two main reasons for that. The first one is like, yeah, there needs to be negotiation as anything, but like that's not the real problem. The real problem has to do with two things. Is first of all, Trudeau, despite the fact he's the head of the Liberal Party, he is a progressive. So he wants a progressive agenda put in every single trade agreement, which is why he's been unable to actually he's been able to secure any sort of trade with any other country because he always wants to tell them what to do. On top of that, our election is coming up in about a year, and I think he's trying to capitalize on as many people in Canada that don't like Trump. Because one thing that ended up happening was a few months ago when the tariffs were put in against Canada, and then Trudeau announced he was doing the counter tariffs. He did get a boost in popularity, so I think he's trying to ride this wave as far as it can go because he has so many failures under his belt, so many things that he hasn't done well, and he's such an embarrassment on the international stage that this is all he has. So that's the two main reasons of why he's doing it more than anything else. And but he also has been, this whole idea of the dairy cartel in Canada has definitely paid off Justin Trudeau. This is also why I was talking about this new leader, this new party that's coming on, that's coming in, this guy Maxime Bernier. One of the things that he's capitalizing on is because the conservative leader right now, Andrew Scheer, is also supporting supply management, something that Trump has been calling out and he wants putting an end to. And actually the thing is too, supply management benefits a very few people at the expense of the rest of Canadians, because if we had a more free market when it came to dairy, our prices would actually be going down for a lot of the stuff we pay for now. We get, I'm sure it's pretty popular joke is like the whole thing that Canada gets its bags and milk because you guys always are in cartons or jugs. Well, that costs me, if I go to the store right now to buy a bag of milk, which is about 4 liters, that'll cost me about $5 or so just to pick up that. But if we had a more free trade with America and dairy, that price could drop by $1, maybe $2. And
maybe
the same thing with poultry, eggs.
Maybe even though like $3.50. I mean, okay, so I go and buy a gallon of milk. A gallon of milk costs me about $2.50. So that's what we're looking at here. And you look at Canada and the United States, their trade agreements, it's mainly for food stock. You know, it's mainly, you know, the farmers trading shit across the border because, you know, you guys are always frozen, you know. Let it go, buddy. Let it go.
So what if we have a little give and take on both sides, and then we negotiate some form of trade with the UK as well as maple syrup direct flow?
Yeah, but I mean, there's also this idea that you're going to get something cheaper, then that's going to impact upon the farmer. I mean, that farmer's going to have less money to spend. So I mean, what's the ripple effect of that? I mean, it's good for the consumer. Don't deny that. But what is it going to
complex,
do?
But what happens if you were able to lower cost of a farmer in a similar thing? Like it was a give and take with like the same industry.
Well, it's fine, but that guy's costs have stayed the same or increased, right, because of inflation, and now there's actually less income. So that guy is then going to be, I mean, you know, that farmer is going to be less and less incentivized to actually even do what they're doing.
Could that be reversed as universal basic income?
It's possible.
No, I mean.
What if it was on a micro to different scales? How you would qualify that, I have no idea. But like you said, if he was going to take a shot, and dude, I've seen this literally even under the new tariffs between like the U.S. and China. Chinese steel, dude, so many water heaters. It's like almost $100, $80 to $100 more per water heater. And I've had plumbers tell me, they're like, you know what, I am taking a hit right now, but dude, I think down the road this could like help things out. And he happened to support Trump.
No. Well, no, here's the
well, yeah,
problem.
but you need some kind of devaluation or deflationary effect in order for it to work. Because if you just keep on getting cheaper stuff for the cost of production, the cost of production doesn't change, but the actual revenue changes, then you've got real problems. You really do.
Well, the economic argument says since he's an independent contractor, he's getting more work, thereby he's able to get more money to hopefully make up for that.
No, but real quick,
unless it comes with some kind of tax rebate to support it, to compensate for the difference. It won't work.
Real quick, here is the fucking thing, all right? Mexico, the president of Mexico came out against Trump, right? Before he was even elected, and fucking railed against him. Mexico still signed the NAFTA agreement, all right? All we're waiting on is Trudeau's bitch ass. All right? Like,
yep. No, he's not wrong on that. And the thing is, too, is this was another stupid mistake that Trudeau did. Because at the beginning, it was Mexico that Trump was railing against. It was Mexico that Trump was putting all his focus in. But Trudeau decided that he wanted to go, no, we're going to stand with Mexico. We'll do this together. Instead of just taking that time to work out our own end of the negotiations. And because of it, now Mexico's worked out their end of the negotiations. They didn't reciprocate when it came to the idea of standing with together.
Why would you think they would?
Didn't they ally
Trudeau
together?
thought
Didn't
they
he
would.
say he would?
What's that?
Crazy.
He said they would go with Mexico on the decision, right?
Who, Trudeau?
Yeah.
Well, they were saying that we would stand together in negotiations, and that way maybe it would be like a two-pronged attack against America and Trump. But instead...
Is it the fact that the Mexicans stabbed you in the back by just making a separate agreement? Or is it the fact that you wouldn't go along with the Mexican agreement? And so they made their agreement because you wouldn't go, you wouldn't agree to it. I mean, what's the actual reality behind it? Right.
I think
so. Basically, once again, so you fucked them over because you actually didn't follow through with your NAFTA.
No. They can walk away, Cabbage. They can. Here's the thing.
No, I'm saying.
When is the next Canadian election, Adrian?
French.
By about October of 2019.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, if it was this year, then it would be very advantageous. But what if he's doing this to seem like a holdout to fight against the tyrannical Trump right now? Trump's already secured a deal with Mexico. So even if it goes through like our midterm elections, it's like Trump's like, oh, he's made a deal with Mexico. Look at this guy. But, oh, Trudeau, like, we haven't made a deal with Canada because something about maple syrup. So it could be spun both ways.
Something about maple syrup.
Later, guys.
All right, later
Mo.
Mo, take care, mate.
Yeah, but more or less, it could be a little bit of both. Now, definitely, it was that if the idea was to stand together in negotiations, then yes, Mexico stabbed us in the back. But there was no actually official agreement with Mexico that this is what was going to happen. Trudeau just kind of came out and made his own decision that this is what was going to happen. Yeah. So because of it, I think really Mexico just saw it as an opportunity in order to just delay a negotiation, sort of get what they wanted. And then when things started going more along the path of what they wanted, they said, well, fuck Canada, we'll just go do our own thing now. Because then after a while, we became a center of attention for Trump. So now all that pressure was off Mexico. So I really think it was a bit of both. And yes, definitely. The thing is, too, is the people that we have for our side negotiating are absolutely terrible. The one that we have right now negotiating for the NAFTA agreement is called Krista Freeland, I think her name is. I know her last name's Freeland. I can't remember her first name. Christina Freeland, maybe. She's incompetent. She doesn't know how to negotiate a deal whatsoever. I mean, this is the woman who says, I think it was when it came to Germany, like when she's talking to their trade minister, they end up like they sign their fucking emails and stuff with little smiley faces, and they call themselves sisters in trade and shit. Like, this is who we have trying to negotiate a deal with us right now. And everything about them has to do with gender equality, indigenous rights, labor, this, that, and the other. Things that don't apply to an actual free trade. Trudeau and his government don't want an actual free trade agreement. This is one of the problems that we're really having.
That is a very good point. And a free trade agreement is politics. Free and open trade between the borders.
But is it fair?
This is why Britain created its empire.
Prime Minister Trudeau doesn't think it's fair. And President Trump said it should be fair trade. What's unfair about it?
This is why Britain created an empire, because you try and deal with the Spanish and the French.
You had a whole bunch of places you can burn and then just peace off and be like, well, we're not going to pay the rent anymore.
But it's because you can't. We tried to deal with them. We ended up with the Spanish Armada. We had fucking Napoleon. We had the Romans. I mean, they're all fucking. You can't trust any of them. So that's why we went off elsewhere. It's just that Europe was never a place that Britain never wanted to conquer. We're never interested in it. It's always been a pain in the arse and always will be.
No, and I'm
proving that right now.
I'm looking at the chat. I'll take a sandwich and a beer, please.
What, from Jensen?
No, not Jensen. No.
Tiger Lily? Who are you talking to?
Yep. That's who we're talking to.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah,
women go back.
Women go back into the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's scared to eat any sandwich I'd make him. That's the problem.
Well, what kind of sandwich do you like, Jensen? Is it pastrami or roast beef? What? What are we looking at here?
Meat. Simple as that.
Is a hot dog meat?
Yeah, that's turkey.
That is questionable.
I don't know. I mean, if this is coming from New York, it might be crushed up hobos.
I'm still okay with it.
Yeah, that has happened.
Yep.
You would be okay with it, Jensen, you fucking cannibal.
A lot of people can't tell the difference. And, dude, that's happened with horse sometimes. And folks have really freaked out.
Yeah, but horse is fine. There's nothing wrong with horse. Horse is very good. Yeah, horse is really tasty. I've had it in France.
You're a terrible
person. You would have it in France. It was fucking Paris, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it wasn't in Paris. No, it was in Courchevel.
Is that the other France?
It was a stew. It was a stew. It was really nice. It was just big. I thought it was beef stew. I didn't know. Right? It turned up, and I just ate it, and then I got told afterwards it was horse. So it's like, well, cool. It was horse. Well, I liked it.
Isn't that fun? Like, you get done eating, they're like, hey, that was dog, homie.
Here is this Korea.
He's like, no, over in France. He's like, it's horse really? And they're like, of course.
I've eaten snails.
Well, escargot's pretty good, kind of chewy.
Yeah, nothing wrong. Yeah, well, that's if they're badly cooked.
It tastes like butter.
Well, it's kind of like, with calamari. If you don't cook it properly, it's rubbery.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay. All right. Horse meat bad. Moving on.
No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with horse meat. And why would it be any different than a cow? I don't get the difference. I really don't.
No, to be fair,
let's not connect
Tiger
that
Lily
damage.
Tiger Lily says horse and chips. So we're some.
There you go. Yeah, but you need some.
We're taking away the fish. We're adding horse.
Yeah, but you need some nice horseradish.
They're cute and fuzzy. They're cute and fuzzy.
It's got to be with horseradish.
You just broke the internet with your eating horse with horseradish pun.
I was looking at the chat, to be fair. Moz, welcome, buddy. How are you doing tonight? France and Belgium, it says steak on the menu. You can tell the difference. I thought it was okay though. Or
yeah,
two.
You see?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I've had it in Belgium too. Yeah, I had it in I had it in a place called Leuven outside of Brussels, and I had it there. It's fine. I didn't think twice about it.
No, but Cabbage, we need to be fair too to MD and myself. We have eaten a lot of buffalo in the States, and God, I don't know that they can fly with those little wings.
No, it's amazing.
Well, okay. So first off, buffaloes don't really exist anymore. It's bison. But yeah, it's pretty much the same.
You never had buffaloes. You never had buffaloes. Buffaloes are indigenous to Africa. There was always bison in the US.
So was it like a buffalo and like a cow, or what is it?
Well, you never. No, it's the same.
Did we just bring some over and they just adapt differently?
No.
Yeah, it was just a different. I mean, it's the same sort of species, but
now the chat's being bad. For an interesting dining experience, just visit Creer, Venezuela. No, thank you.
But they're eating their pet rabbits now too because they're so hungry.
Go check out South Africa. They're prepared to eat humans now.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fucking steal the land of all your farmers.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that works out well for Venezuela. I mean, sorry, for Zimbabwe, doesn't it? You know, that really worked out well.
Didn't South Africa almost run out of water?
Yes,
they're like
13 days left. Well, yeah, no, well, it's not they haven't that they're running out necessarily of the water. It's because all of they made a specific quota system, right? Whereby like white people are about 8% of the population. So therefore only 8% of the people in the, water purification, pumping systems, electronics engineers. I mean, all the skilled, people. So you can only have 8%. So guess what? All of a sudden you find out that 8% of the people can't do 100% of the work because there's no one else to fill the gap.
Once again, looking at the chat, Moz says, I've been to places in England where I've eaten ostrich, zebra, kangaroo, and water buffalo. Okay, dude. First off, how does a kangaroo taste?
I've had kangaroo. I've had ostrich. I've never had zebra, but I've had snake. I've eaten candied snake. That was interesting.
Oh. You fucking weirdo.
It was from a guy who's from Malaysia, and he had some. I tried it. No, I'm not kidding. It was actually quite nice, but it was sort of sugared snake. It was candied snake.
But I still
no other way of describing it.
I still want to know: does kangaroo taste like chicken? Like that is a fair question.
No, it actually tastes more like I'd say venison. It's more like a sort of venison-y. Kind of like halfway between venison and beef. Oh yeah, alligator. I had alligator 3 times, and it was only good once, and that was the tail, and it was barbecued.
Wait a minute, the alligator tail is the choice piece of meat off the gate.
Oh well,
yeah, it's like a lot.
I don't know. Certainly what I had anyway. It was damn tasty.
Where else
meaty.
is going to have the most?
I'll tell you that much. It was really meaty. It was. Literally, it's like having a beefsteak. I mean, it's that sort of dense.
So, but is zebra kind of like horse? I mean, really tough and chewy.
Yeah, but horse isn't tough and chewy. That's the mistake that you're making. It's not. There's no more tough and chewy than a cow would be, or a bull. It's no different.
See,
in fact, actually, less likely. Horses tend to get exercise more than cows do. Cows are just left in the field.
This is why we need the NAFTA.
Horses are actually generally used.
We have to sell Canada some fucking zebra meat.
Mad, you just gave me the idea for the saddest television show ever. You basically start off with these animals at birth, you raise them up, and then you put them to the slaughter and eat them.
Oh no, that's nothing new, mate. There was if you look up a guy called Justin Blumenthal, and he actually does exactly that. He gets the turkeys or whatever, and he feeds them specific things so that Heston Blumenthal, sorry, Heston, not Justin. Heston Blumenthal.
Does he do it with furry creatures?
No, he knows with turkeys, like for Christmas, and he actually feeds them with precisely the kind of foods that he wants. So he wants to flavor it with, I don't know, gooseberries or blackberries or whatever the fuck it is. And so he makes up these pellets. So that's all that they get fed before they get slaughtered. So he literally, and you watch this whole thing in the show. You can see this whole thing, as it goes through.
Someone's echoing.
It's literally like agricultural hydroponics for stock animals.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the guy was, he was basically taking it from, cradle to grave.
Well, he's taking hydroponics and he's applying it to creatures.
Put your headphones on, for fuck's sake.
Well, I do have headphones on.
Not you. No, not you. Memes. Memes is the one that's echoing.
Okay.
Memes is the echoer.
Let's see here. What's the chat talking about? Zebra. I felt like I could almost taste the grass it fed on. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay, Justin.
Well,
shut the fuck up already.
I'll avoid zebra. Because that's the difference. Like when people talk about lamb and like mutton, I mean, lamb is really sweet. You don't get any of that sort of the grassy, smell. You don't get that sort of staleness to it. Lamb is really sweet and it's good. So it's the same thing.
Lamb is good. I agree.
Yeah, but real lamb, not mutton. Mutton tends to have that musty smell. It's got a mustiness. It's sort of like a farmyard thing.
Memes. I know you like bacon, but you can say it, here in the live chat where we're actually, talking live on air.
What? I like bacon.
Instead of just writing it in the fucking general chat. But whatever.
Sorry, I'm overheating. I don't want to add to the statics.
Yeah, well, you haven't brought
with our plebeian followers.
You haven't brought up pineapple on pizza yet. So.
Somebody brought it up at some time, either earlier in this stream or another stream. One must be careful with the memes of pineapple.
Yeah, fuck pineapple.
Pineapple does belong on pizza. Go fuck yourself.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Hey,
no,
it does. And it wasn't me this time.
It's not. Just makes it soggy. It just nasty.
No, you must cook it correctly. You have not had proper pineapple on pizza.
It has no place on the pizza.
No. After enough pints and everything, when you have a correctly made Hawaiian or whatever pizza, you would enjoy it.
No,
all I know is I thought that same thing. Dude, I had a Big Mac pizza. It was glorious with ranch dressing.
Wait a minute. A Big Mac pizza? Like, what the fuck is that?
We have a local pizza establishment that does that.
You are a sick man.
Yeah, do they just lay the fucking out on the goddamn pizza?
They are on the greater campus territory. I must say that. They know their demographics.
Yeah. Well, it's just wrong. I'm sorry. You will look back on you will regret.
No, I will agree with you. That is wrong. I'm not down with the Big Mac pizza.
How about the shepherd's pie pizza? A large pizza that is 14 pounds.
No, see, I thought I was weird.
No, see, that's called a pasty. Called a pasty.
My favorite.
That's basically a calzone. In a way.
My favorite pizza is the barbecue chicken. I thought that was weird, but now you're bringing up fucking Big Mac pizzas and shit.
Dude, no. Fat Boy's Pizza, the original Fat Boy, it is on over a 10-pound pizza. It has the meat from 15 different animals on it. It's like 2,500 calories a slice.
Holy shit.
I went there with 2 other football dudes I played with, and we finished 3/4 of the pizza. We probably could have finished it, but we didn't want to hurt ourselves.
I think I triggered Hammered Spud. Fuck you, Mad, you Yankee pineapple pizza eating monster.
See, now there's a man with a good balanced and understanding of the argument.
Well, he must have had a lot of potatoes fermenting, so we don't know.
Yeah. Well,
he knows of what he speaks.
It's all right, man. Just imagine if you're an old cranky cabbage.
It's okay. The Irish are
years.
Girls' toys to their room and your toys to your room.
Goddamn Irish people.
And that's how we play.
No, it's probably the Irish that put pineapple on pizza. They do strange things when they get drunk.
Wait a minute. So pineapple.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh, I did.
Wait. Is pineapple on pizza a trap?
It is. It's an Irish trap.
Oh, you're gonna blame the ranch dressing? How dare you turn this? Although that wouldn't necessarily surprise me. Some folks have eaten it and they're like, "That's so good," and they find out, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to eat that ham, so maybe it is a trap."
See,
Tempting somebody with pineapple and then you give them pork.
You see how you got seduced? You've been seduced by the dark side.
Oh, I think I was a Catholic before that.
Okay, so you're already a pedophile.
Hey, we all make mistakes. What? What is your definition, sir?
Oh, well, let's just leave that open to interpretation, shall we?
Yeah, we don't want to break the internet yet. So delivered in 30 or less. Yeah, Domino's did that. Then a whole bunch of delivery drivers who were getting penalized started getting into accidents. So that got nixed. It's easier to give somebody a coupon or a free Coke.
Catholics would do it quicker, wouldn't they?
Oh.
Okay, so the chat says, Tiger Lily says, trap pizza delivered in 30 or less, or you get your money back. Fair enough.
And it's like a speed trap.
So you know what though? When it comes to the pineapple on pizza,
fucking hell, put your headphones on, memes.
The Canadians did it though. It's the Canadians' fault.
I just love how you're taking every opportunity to just take shots at me.
not you. All Canadians, not just you.
Was that actually a Canadian invention?
Sorry. Was it? I don't know. They call it Canadian bacon, so I think so.
Well, Canadian bacon is just the shit, though.
Canadian bacon is good. I like pineapple on pizza. Like I said, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, because you're a sick man, and you've never had any upbringing that's worth a shit.
I never had any.
Wait. It's Canadian bacon they put on Hawaiian pizza?
Maybe they didn't. It is Canadian bacon. Yeah.
Oh, then why are we arguing with each other?
Well, we're trying to figure out is it good or not.
It's delicious.
Well, if we both like pizza, we can be friends.
Yeah, but what kind of pizza? Like, I might not like your shitty pizza, buddy. Like, seriously.
Go to the Papa Gino's lunch buffet, dude. It's awesome, dude. They have apple crisp pizza. It's the shit.
I prefer calzones. Calzones are much
Calzones
better.
Good too.
Yeah. So would you put your fucking headphones on so we don't get this bloody echo from you, memes?
It
Would
is
you
from my
fucking fix
headphones.
the echo? It is. I know. Stop the fucking echo, dick.
I'm sorry, it's a personal problem.
Yeah, well,
okay, holy shit. Tiger Lily says she's never had pineapple pizza. How have you lived your entire life, like 30 plus years, and you've never had fucking pineapple on pizza?
Tiger, never ever be tempted by it. Never. Do not. That's a cherry you don't want to break.
Yeah,
if that's a path you can follow, you should follow.
Don't do it. It's a dark path.
Once again, I blame the Canadians. No.
It's just easier, isn't it, Mad Dutch?
Well, it is. And it's like, we're the cool guys downstairs, and you guys are just the fucking pricks up, upstairs. That's about how it works out.
How long till you blame Iraq on us, too? And hold on, I got a response for that whole...
Okay.
Canada's like a loft apartment above a really good party.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Unless Trudeau shows up, then he'll fuck the whole party up.
He's a chaperone.
Oh, no, but he'll try and dance. He will have a good attempt at dancing.
Hold on.
So
all right, this is what I have
to do a dance off.
Dodge. This is what I have to say to you.
Fuck's sake, memes, would you fix your shit?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and present you to everybody. All right, so what are we looking at here?
Did you see it?
I did, and then you stopped.
All right, hold on one second. There you go.
Okay, so are they spooning? Is that what's going on?
It's gay sex, bro. Do I have to explain this to you? This is like your Saturday night.
Oh, good shot.
Wait a second. You're implicating Michigan. Representation from Michigan and consent.
Yeah, hashtag me too.
Hey, we still got Florida.
We do still have Florida. Florida man is epic.
I'm going to send you money for some fucking headphones, you know, memes.
Okay.
Jesus. Fuck's sake. They only cost that. I mean, you get some earbuds. Jesus.
All right,
I'm wearing earbuds.
No.
Well, they're not working.
Adrian, before you leave.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so Puppet in the chat says, "Do you think Theresa May and Trudeau will ever bone?" I gotta have your opinion on that before you leave.
Will they ever bone?
Yeah, is Trudeau
no.
gonna hit that shit?
No, for one simple reason, because the only time you ever see Trudeau out in public, he's walking in a gay pride parade. So what does that tell you?
Good
They were both married.
Although then again, Theresa May does look like a man.
Yeah, that might work.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think she even looks human. I mean, again, it's like Merkel. I mean, come on.
Oh,
at least technically. I mean,
is
like some.
Is she like a
GM,
dragon? Is she a scaly?
Weird GM. I don't know. It's like a GM experiment or something. You know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got pulled out of some government experiment laboratory or something.
Don't hate on
something very wrong.
I think that David Icke was right, and they are the lizard people.
There we go. Yeah.
I like lizards.
I gotta jump off, but I'll be back on.
Means fake
in a few days or something like that.
Peace out.
All right, later on.
Have a good night.
Okay, mate. Take care. Memes, why won't you just fix your shit and stop the echo?
I'm outside smoking a
Not
cigarette,
like you don't know how to do it.
And at the same time, yes, because
You're
it does
such a
bother
cunt.
you. I am gaining some Schadenfreude from this, because of all the things in the world that
Yeah,
bother you,
exactly.
a slight tone that is easily fixed is the number one at the moment.
And that's what I mean. Yeah, but that's okay, because now I just know that you're being a cunt. It's not that you're actually incapable, so that's fine.
This is how people feel
At least
about
I
you
know
and your
where it
chair.
stands. Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I can understand that, and I respect that. But the difference is my chair doesn't fucking echo, does it?
But it
does
squeaks.
squeak. Yeah,
It does squeak. It does. It's got character. It's got personality.
All I'm saying is when you throw certain people off, the squeaking of the chair can grind at their brain, just like my little minor banter is right now.
I don't think so. Well, I mean, maybe, possibly, whatever. Anyway, you're still a cunt.
Well, you're still a cunt. Well, Stray Sith Males in the chat. How you doing, brother? Yeah. Okay, so Trudeau's a cunt. He would never hit Angela Merkel. All right, moving on. God damn it. We started out with music, and look where it led. It led to Canada sucks, and, Angela Merkel.
That was because we brought up Justin Bieber. That was the intersection we took a left.
Oh, Bieber. Don't even get me started on Bieber.
No, we back to music again.
I like.
No, and my brother-in-law is like, why? Because your son looks like Justin Bieber? Yeah, he likes to grow the Bieber hair out. Whatever. I can judge, but
So he's using Justin Bieber as a role model.
Oh, I hope not.
Is he acting like?
Well, he can't sing, so yeah, I guess he is.
Oh, good one.
So how did we get here?
No, he's actually subscribed to my channel, so hopefully he's not listening.
You do realize how much cannon fodder you're giving your son for the future, right? It's fully chronicled now.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm okay with that. Let's check out the chat. What's going on? All right. So,
Tiger Lily's back. Come and join us again, Tiger. Come on.
Yeah, I know. And Puppet wants to be called a whore.
We
spit on
we need
and
the princess.
insulted.
Where is the princess? The princess knows the way. We need the princess.
So in other words, fucking Puppet is pretty much like Brittany Murphy. Like he has abused.
Wait, is Puppet the strange symbol in chat?
Yes.
Yes. That is.
You. Hi, Puppet.
We want the princess. Come on, Tiger. Come on. We need
I spit on the queen.
We will protect the princess.
You sound like an animal tamer that's trying to coax a tigress out of her cave before he tranks her. It's like, here, tiger, here, have some food. Oh, here, trank dart.
Okay, well, you see, I think that might be a little bit more of an insight into you. that could be,
I don't know. Was it projection cabbage?
I don't know. It could well be. Well, we'll have to wait on the
Find out on the next episode of The Red Eye, brought to you by Mad Dog Productions.
Well, no, and Tiger Lily says
check the rap sheet.
Tiger Lily says we're mean, so she won't read.
We're not mean to you. When we were mean to you, we never did anything. Unless, of course, you are a pineapple pizza person. In which case, yes, you can go fuck.
Oh, she hasn't tried yet. We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe to get her a pineapple pizza. How much is that? Like 20.
A pineapple purple pizza person.
Well, no.
It should matter the color of the person, man.
That's only 20 quid. Like,
no, she's in the UK, right? You got to account for the transaction fees and stuff like that and delivery, so it's probably about £20, right? Has to be good pizza.
Come on, Lily. You know you want it.
You can check Yelp. That's what AOL has brought us. It's brought us Yelp. Or maybe that was Verizon from a yellow page.
It'll be fun.
It's all right, Hammered Spud. We accept you even if you are a hater.
She's not buying it. Never mind. But you know, we're only asking because we love you, because we care.
Cabbage is afraid of the reaction. She'll do an unboxing video of her first time trying pineapple pizza, and then the expression. She'll be overjoyous, and then it will destroy Cabbage, and that will be the end, along with my mic hiss.
No, it won't. It won't happen. I think she's a lady of discerning taste. She will never fall for the pineapple pizza fraud.
Your words are immortalized on the internet.
Take a look at what blasphemy. Pineapple pizza haters will burn.
You know what? No, wait a minute, motherfucker. Like, you eat and you're saying pineapple doesn't belong.
Who eats people? I don't eat people.
He's eating a horse.
Did
the horse eat
people? What the fuck are you talking about?
Not you. I'm talking to Jensen. Jensen's the one that eats.
Ah, okay.
And pineapple is so horrible.
The police know about this?
Thou shalt not speak about one lunch, man.
Yeah, you should have seen I had this morning, memes. That was the funniest bit. Isn't that right, Mad? What should I call you? It's a Mazza.
It's master, motherfuckers. Say it correctly. No.
MD, whom have you eaten?
My wife. Anyway, moving on.
Fair. So you have a successful.
Well, yeah, that's a little bit different though than Jensen's eating people. Like there is a spectrum here.
Put the link back in. I really needs it.
We got a goddamn spectrum. Oh shit! I sound like Lacey Green. Just kill me already.
You're welcome.
God damn it.
You know who likes pineapple pizza? Lacey Green. See, I think the case is closed.
Does she? No. Are you sure of that, Cabbage? Are you sure of that?
Okay. Tiger Lily, I threw another link back in the general chat because you guys obviously can't scroll up. That's too hard. So, you know, I threw it back in there. God damn it. I know. I'm a horrible person. It's okay. Oh, great. So
Hi.
you're back. You're back, Tiger Lily. So Cabbage is going to be creepy. No.
Cabbage. I must issue a correction here. Lacey Green in 2017. Pineapple pizza is trash.
What? No way. She did not come down on that side of the argument.
So she is a classy lady according to Cabbage's law.
No, fuck that. That fucking bitch. How dare she?
Now maybe I'm starting to believe in her transformation. It's just a slow process.
Oh, yeah. She definitely took the pineapple pill. Like, shut the fuck up, Cabbage. God damn it. Come on, that was pretty good. All right. So, Lacey Green. Did she take the red pill?
I doubt it, to be honest with you. It's more likely she's just following on with the way passions and fashions are going.
Well, it depends on what they're trying to go for, but I think Chris might want her to.
No, I don't think. I just don't buy it. No, I think she was basically playing a trend. She was looking at trending and stuff like that. She knew that she was kind of she was losing a lot of the arguments, and it wasn't going well. And so, yeah, it was all, yeah. Well, I don't know. Sargon believes it. That she
I like hugs.
Really converted. But no, I don't believe it.
She converted from what?
Well, you know, from that outright, you know, feminist movement side of things. I mean, that's what she was.
It's not like a religion.
Well, it is effectively. I mean, everyone knows that. It's an ideology, so it's no different. I mean, ideology and theology, it's only a hair's breadth away, isn't it?
Well, fair enough. And looking at the chat, okay, so don't say Spectrum in front of Cabbage. He'll start talking about Sinclair computers. I don't even know what that means.
My ZX80. Yes, I want to go back to the days of the ZX80 and the ZX81 and the ZX Spectrum. You don't know Sinclair, you say, you ignorant prick. You're not tech.
Oh, he was a good dinosaur. He tried to provide for his family.
Well, let's go back to C++, motherfucker.
C++, please. Programming before that was even invented.
I knew you were fucking old, but now I'm dating you, all right? Like, I get where you were born. Like, what, 57?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Our biker friend was right about Cabbage.
What?
You sound like a producer from out of like the 50s.
No. Now the chat's just being mean. They're talking about RAM and shit, and yeah, fuck you guys.
Yes, Jacob.
Turing was my bitch.
Was touched on.
He was my bitch.
We're waiting for its blue check
he understood
or recognition of the UN.
I hate you all.
We love you.
Please like and subscribe. God damn it. I can't even show my own shit. Let's see what the chat's saying. Okay. Cabbage admitted that he is turning gay. Did you admit that?
Turing. You know who Turing was? Well, Turing is one of the creators of the computers. The computers.
Okay, but are you going gay, Cabbage?
I'm not going gay. No, he's saying I turned Turing gay, you see.
Or maybe...
Yeah, so you give her a taker.
Maybe he meant to say he knows D-Way.
Yeah, he spits on the food.
I prefer to go super soft.
I showed Turing the way. Not the gay.
My God, it's so creepy. Come on.
As Cabbage continues to dox himself as an alpha-based AI.
No. This is
That's why we need MC. We need the beta program to help correct a couple of.
This is great. Jacob says so. Cabbage is turning the computer gay.
No, I am showing the computers the way, not the gay.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. We gotta get a different topic here. Unless you want to keep talking about Cabbage turning the computers gay.
Ebola. I have the Ebola.
You have the Ebola. Well, that sounds like a person.
I have the Ebola. I have the Ebola.
Oh dear.
You see, Tiger, are you regretting it now that you came back in again?
Yeah, this is great.
At least it gives you a chuckle before you head to work. Head to
Oh
work.
yeah, yeah.
Good.
This is great. This is awesome entertainment.
Just gonna break down your own humanity and realize, wow, the world is pretty fucked up, but I guess it makes sense.
Well, I'm glad it's with you guys.
You're welcome.
You couldn't. Well, it's a cult, And by the way, the Kool-Aid is in the.
Oh, the grape. Yeah, the grape drink.
Yeah, fucking grape drink. No, you know what? The power was off since like 10 o'clock last night. And all I fucking had to drink was fucking grape drink. God damn it.
Oh.
Yeah, you see, he feels like a Negro now.
You're so deprived.
Wow.
You got some fried chicken with that.
Yeah, and watermelon.
Ain't no thang but a chicken wang.
Okay. So, Cabbage is turning the computers gay. All right, we already covered that.
I am showing the computer the way, not the gay.
Yeah, the way.
I'm taking them away from the gay.
God damn it.
Are
Okay.
Apple computers traps?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question.
Well, the Apple, Apple is the trap. Apple is a trap.
Apple trap.
What? I have a Mac.
Yeah, there you go. You see, you're a trap. That's my case. See, God, all we needed to know was that, and we could have just fucking gone.
Yeah,
we didn't have to go through all of this fiasco.
Well, no, exactly. Of course, you have a goddamn Apple computer. Like, son of a bitch, man.
Hey,
and I bet you got
after my last blue screen of death, I was open to it. I gave it a shot, and dude, 5+ years, baby, longest I've ever had a laptop.
Yeah, well, you should get some Linux. Get
Yeah.
some Linux in you.
PC
You need a bit of Linux.
Made my next laptop. Oh no, dude, Macs actually run they run Linux very well. I wasn't technical enough. I kind of started doing that. Then I'm like, this is too much. No, but if you use all the components, it's worth it, dude. Especially if you're lazy.
Okay,
the only reason that I have Windows is because of gaming. That's the only reason. If it wasn't for that, and I play it through a VM anyway, so.
You don't have AC? Oh, you are a Cabbage. So
I use VMware. I use VMware.
Straight Sith Mail asks, does wine count as a grape drink? Yes, I think so.
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does.
Michael Jackson liked it. What's it? Jesus?
Yes,
juice?
and he was. Yeah, you see, he was black.
Jesus juice.
Wait a minute. Was he?
I mean, he was at the beginning.
What was that proven?
I don't know.
It went downhill It went downhill after the 70s, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh God, Moz, save us. What's up, dude? How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Maz.
Hi, Maz.
How?
Hey, Maz. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, no, we was talking about the weird meats. Yeah, hell, we was talking about the weird meats that we've all tried.
Oh, so we're going back to sandwiches.
I'm curious, actually.
Yeah, Maz?
Yeah, go ahead. We're back to the sandwiches. Go for it.
And so I was trying to look up the place that I went to try those weird meats so that you could look at them. So just so you could look at the menu, so I could get you a list of the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment. Need to cut that one.
Oh,
Right.
oh, see, I thought you were going to tell us it was censored. I'm like, if they're censoring freaking menus now, then I think that's the last spork.
So I Googled it. Let's remember, I didn't not enjoy any of that meat, but memes, I don't know how else we can link the article I've just found about the place that I went to. But memes, you actually follow me on Twitter. So if you could look at one of the last posts I put on, it's a news article about the place I went to, which possibly means,
real quick, I'm looking at the chat.
The meats are not the meats I want to retract everything I said earlier about the food because it was possibly not the food I thought I was eating.
Well, no, Puppet says, Tiggy, on the subject of weird meats, ever had puppet salami?
No.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, because I don't know how to link the article straight into here.
You copy and paste. Sorry.
No, that's not working for me.
I apologize. But no, unicorn meat. Really, Tiger Lily? Fucking unicorn meat.
There's too many bones in it.
Well, no, and unicorns don't exist. And if they did, it'd be like zebra meat or horse meat, right?
They don't exist on your round planet.
Tiger Lily, check your random chat again. I think you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Well, as far as meats from mythical beasts go, unicorn might have more in common with dragon meat.
Well, nobody wants to eat a lizard. Well, I mean, I guess there's one person.
Cabbage ate snake.
I had alligator.
I don't think anyone wants to eat anything until they're in a situation where they have to.
What if it's candied?
No. I had the snake because it was there, and the same thing with the alligator because it was offered. You know, it's kind of like bad manners to refuse. So, you know.
Yeah, you can't turn that down, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you know, hospitality. You've got to go along with it.
That's awesome, Jensen.
No worries. I thought you would like it.
I want it on a t-shirt.
Having said that, with the alligator, I had it twice and it was fucking hideous. But again, because of manners, you know, you just accept it and you eat it, and it's like, yeah, cram it down. It's only the third time that it was actually done well.
Is that what tasty. They do with fish and chips? Just cram it.
No, seriously, it would. Yeah, well, no, fish and chips is delicious, mate, and you know it, so don't fucking pretend. But no, the alligator, it depends on how it's prepared and what they do with it. If they boil it or something, I don't know, different preparations. But there was one time I had it, and it was absolutely fucking delicious. Hmm?
Was
it was a tail.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a
tail.
Yeah. And it was sort of barbecued. It was
straight to the mail. I know you're from New Mexico, dude. I get it, but like, really, you fucking eat rattlesnake?
Oh yeah, snake's not unusual, mate. Yeah, snake is not. Honestly, I don't understand why people are freaked out by that. Snake is tasty. You put it in strips. I mean, like I said, the one I had, it was candied. It was in sugar. It was like a sugar thing.
Caramelized. God.
They use it in wine too, like a snake wine. You see the snake in the bottle, like soaked in it.
Yeah, isn't that more of a gimmick than anything else? I don't think that contributes anything to it. Yeah, it's kind of like putting the worm in the tequila. Really doesn't
just
add
for
anything
shock
to it.
value.
Yeah, that sort of thing, I think. Yeah, although there is there is a blood wine, isn't there? A snake blood wine or something. I seem to remember hearing about that. It's something like Taiwan or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, there people. Well, I mean, you got to eat what you got to eat. You're born with it. I suppose you get used to it, even if it is hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Memes has just put an article in
I put the link in the
Bring
chat.
that up. That's the place that I went to.
Well, as long as they're not starting to block links from food places and just not tell anybody, just because it serves Z.
Well, no, if you're not getting the meat that you deserve, you shouldn't be going to these places. If you're not buying what you're asking for, you shouldn't be going there. That's
absolutely. Well, wasn't the one that was doing the same thing?
Oh, it was really
about,
hoarse. Yeah, no, I think I remember hearing something about it.
Wasn't the one that was also about the different kind of fish, because they were claiming that it was a certain type of fish, but it wasn't, because it's like yellowfin tuna or whatever. It's a particularly rare thing.
I'm just wondering, hey Memes, how do you wash lettuce?
Very patiently.
That's actually one of the dirtiest vegetables.
Is it? Is it? How dirty is it? Tell me.
Oh my God!
It's a vegetable.
Well, have a good night. I'm gone. I'm going.
Good night, Tiger.
Bye.
Right. Wait, what? You drove her away.
Yeah, you totally scared her away. Good job.
God damn it! I was projecting cabbage. You were
right. You see? I rest my case. The defense rests. I still want to know how dirty it was, though. I mean, it was really dirty.
To be fair, she even called you a weirdo in the chat before she left. So, fair enough.
I've been called that.
At least consistency.
From many gals over the years. It's
God damn, Kevin. Do you have to scare all the vagina away?
Lily, look, Lily, what do you mean? I attract. No, she has a job to do. That's all. That's all good. Enjoy the hospital.
It went with spring onion.
There we go. She went with a smile on her face. That's all you need to know.
Well, she would have known the backstory to that, right? Otherwise, that'd be wicked creepy. Well, context of.
Aren't the British just creepy in general?
Context matters. Are we? I don't know. I suppose so. I suppose.
Well, I mean, there's a few of you that were pretty creepy.
Who knows? Oh yeah, but I mean, come on. Now, if you're looking at like creepy people, I mean, we didn't have the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We didn't have, Jeffrey Dahmer and things. We've only really had a few. I mean, we had, what's his name in London?
Jack the Ripper, motherfucker.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper. Yeah, but I mean, but it's the only one that you can pull out your ass, isn't it? I mean, name a bunch of others. I can give you dozens of ones that are in America.
I just want to say, Mad Dodge, it's just a different culture. Don't be fucking racist about it, you bigot.
Wait, how is that racist, though? English or
because you're talking about another culture and saying it's worse than yours. That's
no. He was saying it was better. They had better mass murderers.
I'm just working.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that culture appreciation or appropriation?
Yes, and the thing is that at least ours did it with style. There was some degree of class to it. Not just some nutter going out with a fucking chainsaw.
No. Looking at the chat. Puppet says, "Hey, Jack the Ripper was a good cut of a guy."
I like the cut of his jib.
Jack the Ripper just didn't know it was wrong.
He didn't know no better. Jack the Ripper did nothing wrong. He's just misunderstood. He was ahead of his time.
He just had a murdering.
Oh, fucking stop this echo. It's not funny anymore. It's just fucking annoying.
All right.
Jesus, why'd you do that? That's for the shit.
That's why I hit mute memes. Headphones.
He thinks it's edgy. Yeah, it's cool. Jesus.
But no, okay.
Some 80s kid.
No, but you know, the English are evil. It's okay.
Yeah, we're so evil that we help you, and you know, you're part of the development.
Wait, you helped
this
what?
very small little country. Well, where do you think you came from?
Oh,
where do you think your philosophies and your culture and everything came from? What? Your language? What the fuck? What disrespectful. You're a dick.
Okay. Okay, maybe. Perhaps. But no, the English are evil.
Oh, you show absolute contempt
you
for
deserve
everything that was
got.
actually done.
You deserved us waiting 3
years. As I've
War
explained to you
or
countless times.
You deserved it.
Why is it you can't learn a lesson? It's just
why is it you can't? How many World Wars do you need to fucking have before you?
Excuse me, did we initiate any of those? Well, excuse me, did we initiate any of them? No, we didn't. Right, so fuck off with that initial argument. That's a flawed argument to begin with. All right, so you know you're talking bollocks there. You're just trying to be provocative.
You deserved it.
Yeah. Of course we did. Yeah. Just like it's like you're a fucking southerner while you're living in the north. You fucking Yankee. Piss off.
Okay, ouch. That was a little harsh.
Anyway. Well, you know what? You don't like getting it back, huh? You can give it. You can't take it.
Fair enough. Okay. So the chat wants to talk about Spring-Heeled Jack. Spring-Heeled Jack.
Spring-Heeled Jack. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was a. But wasn't that one of the? What do they call it? The penny
dreadfuls.
Yeah, the penny dreadfuls. Isn't that where it came from?
Yes, kind of. I mean, it was supposed to have been a real person, but, well, you know, stories are stories.
But it's weird that it got kind of resurrected about, what was it, about 8-9 years ago or something, because they started bringing out references to it in things like Sanctuary and, you know, like different sci-fi TV series. It suddenly started popping up. Kind of weird how these things come around again.
It's the same with Jack the Ripper, though. He seems to have the habit of
true.
Hearing a lot. It's kind of a fashion.
Well, it's one of the great things, isn't it? If you never solve the crime, if you never find the person, then you can do whatever you like forever. Oh, that was it. Warehouse 13. They also had a thing with Spring-Heeled Jack. Sanctuary and, yeah, those two. But yeah, I mean, if it's a never concluded crime, then speculation can be anything, right? But Spring-Heeled Jack, what was the one that it was? It was actually a person that had. I saw one thing that's saying that it was using sort of nanotechnology, like, you know, super equipment. What was the film? Fuck. You know the.
I can't remember. Damn it!
Oh God. There was that one that wasn't Sean Connery was in it, and
League of Extraordinary.
And they got all of. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, they even managed to regurgitate it in there somewhere.
Actually, did you ever watch the TV series Penny Dreadful?
Yeah, I think I did. I don't know how much of it I saw, but I do remember seeing it.
First couple of seasons were good. I wasn't impressed at the end, I have to say.
Well, I think that's maybe why I stopped watching it. That's probably it. We only usually do 6 episodes over here, don't we? So, you know.
To be fair, we're approaching the 3-hour mark. How about we wrap her up? Any last thoughts you guys want to bring up?
Yeah, you're a fucking twat.
Fair enough. Fuck you too, buddy. Yeah. No, the British are almost as bad as the fucking Canadians. You know what I mean? Like, God damn it. Okay, we're gonna wrap her up. We're out of here. Good night. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. Hit me up on Patreon and BitChute. Check out my BitChute in case we get, fucking demoted off of YouTube.
Based on this evening's, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. Good night. Good luck. We're gone.